that kind of
Hello.
issue, though, is nothing new, really. Trying to figure out a second resource to cast magic, right? You can use mana, or blood, or energy, or stuff like that. But you just gotta figure out what makes sense. What makes sense for the setting more than anything else. Because mana is
Yeah,
fun. It can be if you figure out how to do it. Plus, you gotta deal with mana gems and mana potting and mana storage and that kind of stuff.
yeah, it is. It's really cool how like I'm loving how I'm doing it because it's kind of mana is your resistance to magic because magic's kind of radioactive. So when you touch magic, it touches you back, and mana is that barrier to keep it from like mutating you horribly or something. So
Mana's.
it's like a
You go ahead.
oh yeah, it's like if you can also go beyond your mana, but whenever you do that, you have a risk of the spell either going wild or you mutating horribly.
Mm-hmm. I'll say Mana's now like Father Winston, like he touches you right back. Like, "No." So we are currently updated, and everything should be working.
Damn time flies.
Banto, how you doing? 30 months, you fucking mad lad. But chat, we're gonna be a bit short today on players. One has work, and Mim's gonna show up late because he's dealing with a domestic issue. And we're
Terrorism.
gonna, if only. Sorry, gotta be late. I'm fighting terrorists. Salutes, eagle cries. You know. There's a terrorist. Roll for initiative. Oh, but yeah. So give it a few minutes here because Archives' dogs are judging her for playing a tabletop game. I guess they're barking in the background.
Okay.
Go outside, touch grass. That's what they're yelling.
Yeah, go outside.
When your dog tells you to touch
real
grass.
Poop in the woods for once. Live. Experience joy.
You get out right now with us, and you'll shit in the garden right now with us. Do it. Come on, bro.
Let's go shit in the garden.
I knew you were shitting in my
Because
garden.
their favorite thing right now is to go outside and bark at deer.
Yeah.
Which there are a lot of them.
Yeah, that's...
And they only think that they see deer about 50% of the time.
It's a smudge.
The other 50% they actually see deer.
For us, the issue was... Hey, Flash, thank you for 30 months. We had drunk deer, usually every year, because the pears fall off and ferment. So the dogs will sit and bark for hours at like this hammered deer, like, I can't see where I've got too many legs, and they'll like bounce off the fucking walls and shit. It's great. All right,
Yeah.
but we'll give it about
I've seen videos of drunk squirrels.
5 minutes here, and we'll get going. But you guys remember where you were, don't you? You know what you were doing last time, don't you?
Wait,
I remember.
Something coming out of the woods, and it sounds terrifying.
Something was yelling at us.
It sounds scary.
It's your dogs. Hey!
Hey! Shit in the garden!
So as your encounter, well, this werewolf made us shit in a garden. It was weird. He was really adamant. Do it. I don't want to do it.
That's going on my notes for next
Let's
session.
go in your notes. Roll to shit. Nat 1. Fuck. You know. Busy Buck.
Roll to write your name in the snow, but you gotta roll like accuracy or something.
Yeah. Busy Buck. We're currently in the opening stages. We're getting everyone ready to go here. I don't know why, but I always had a mental image of someone like trying to write their name in the snow and sending a demon on accident. Like, wait, what? What do you want? I have what?
I was just trying to take a piss.
I was just trying to be creative. I don't know.
Oh no! It's even better if like the demon gets summoned and like you start peeing on its face like as soon as it's summoned. It's like God, no, what?
How'd your character die? Well, it's a long story.
There was a legit comic that I read. It wasn't that exactly, but it started off from a joke about like, oh, you know how on like pads or something for like sanitary pads for girls, they have these little pretty flower designs or whatever. Somebody's like, what if they accidentally put like a really pretty design and they didn't know it was to summon a demon, so you accidentally summoned one because there's a blood sacrifice right
sacrifice. Jesus.
Yeah.
So
a very long comic I actually read.
So Amber Core, how are sales? They're fucking booming. I don't get it, man. Demons left and right. Shit's crazy.
there's like a demon. It like walks back, like back into hell. It's like what, like with the pat on its face. Like I don't want to talk about it.
This like floral pattern. I don't want to talk about it. She's confused, and so am I. Just gonna move on. Hey, Alcifer, what's there a thing I want to talk about, bro? Like your beard's missing. Yeah, it got stuck in the adhesive. I don't want to talk about it. All right, leave me alone.
Don't talk about
You ever
it.
see, there was a post that somebody made where they were like, I had a dream one time where I was sitting in class drawing like pentagrams on my notebook, and I drew like 50 of them before a demon busted down the door and was like, what the hell do you want?
Your accent is horrible!
Yeah, you just keep drawing, you're just like hitting dial and then hanging up on them.
Could you... Crank calling demons? Who the fuck is this?
It's like the Potter Puppet House, where they're like, when they prank call Voldemort, and like Voldemort's still going to the background when they're talking, and at one point it's like, I'll kill you! Like, you just hear that on the phone.
I just, like, well, I think of Harry Potter and like shit, but I think of that fucking, like, Wingardium Leviosa. Stop it, I watched that entire fucking thing. I forget, was it Meat Cannon who did that? I forget who did that shit. I was like, this is stupid.
I can't remember.
Ronald Weasley. Leviosa.
Oh, no, it was I think it was Flashgit.
Flashgits, thank you, Flashgits.
I love them. I love both of them. Meat
Okay.
Canyon and Flashgits. I watched their podcast.
Yeah, well, Meat Canyon's a pretty funny dude, too.
Yeah, oh god, I love Rabbit season so much.
It fucking stinks.
God damn!
So I'll be out in public, like, playing war games. I'm like, oh god, it fucking stinks. And the guy knows what I'm talking about. He'll start cracking up. Like, if I know I'm losing, I'll do like mental warfare. Oh god, it fucking stinks. He'll stop it, stop, and I'll start losing concentration. Anyway, so when we last left off here, you guys were, I believe, cowering in the guy's house, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And,
I was setting up a charge.
Yeah, you try to make your horse C4 into a fucking trimmer bait.
And they sent the harpy to go die. I mean, recon.
Yeah, recon. And I believe you guys were waiting in Bracken's house. So, more or less, where we left off, you guys were in the house. Amandure time? You guys were in the house. Hanging out. Well, not really hanging out. I believe that Mims put the cow away. And, I forget his name. Buttercup's a fucking cow name, correct?
Yeah.
Buttercup, and also took in C4 just like stomped away and pouted in the barn because you were trying to make him as bait. But
Firstborn IED.
that's not okay, bro. I believe Moonin, had you showed up yet or no? I forget.
No, we ended where I was still in the air.
Okay, so Moonin, you're in the air. You hear the sounds. You see the torches winking out one by one. What do you do?
Did I get a look at what it is?
I have you attempt, but you need like a fucking high ass roll, like 3 nat 20s to see it. So just go ahead and roll. You never know. Roll me investigation using your cunning.
Okay, so it'd be just cunning. Oh, clicking it, it's not popping up.
Hold on.
You said click the scroll, right?
Yeah, what's it here? Moonin, skills, cunning. Oh, is that broke?
I just tried with mine as
It would be a
well.
great time to realize it's broke.
Well,
yeah.
look. Guess what, boys? I guess it's broke. Huh? So Madcap, it's not working.
It's not working for me either.
May have to make a new sheet at that point. Then, of course, if y'all were.
So manually roll.
Yeah, just do a manual roll. But if y'all look to the new compendium, you can probably make a new character if need be. If it's not here, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, you don't see what the hell this thing is. You can't even see what it's attacking. You can only see the torch light because these little pops of light through the woods, so you can't see what's going on down there.
But enough to know something large is running around.
Yeah, you can kind of see like a few trees kind of like shudder or something, like runs into it or runs past it or like uses it to launch itself, but you can't quite tell what it is down there.
Well, Moonin's not a brave harpy, so he's going to head back. I'm not going to try to engage it alone.
Mm-hmm. Stands to reason.
Just in case it's tracking me, I'm not going to fly straight back. I'll fly off to the side and curve around.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Paranoid brush feather.
Locked. Oh, I got it. Hold
You
on.
chicken.
Yeah. Where are you, chicken? I'm gonna do a thing real quick and try and see if the news sheets work. Character actors sheets, race templates. We'll do a charger down here. Little chargy boy. Okay. Container. Okay, now we're acting. I'll go to with templates. It's not working. How about this? Did you guys change how the sheets were made, Madcap, by chance, or no? 4 items. They changed everything. Here, skills. There we go. Okay, so the scrolls are not working on new or old sheets, Madcap. Because things did break. We weren't sure. We weren't sure what broke though. But now we know. So yeah, so none of the scrolls work. We'll keep that in mind. So you got to do like manual rolls then. Change functions call. Just tell you how that works, Madcap. Anyway, so you fly back, right, Moonin?
Yeah.
Okay. So those of you inside the house, you guys are waiting for what feels like hours, even though like maybe 10, 15 minutes pass by. And it's so quiet out in this this environment y'all are in that, because y'all can hear like the cow and the horse kind of making noise, but it's so quiet. Y'all can hear Moonin glide in and land through the grass, and you kind of see a shadow loom in the moonlight around the side of the house.
Okay. Right. I'm almost gonna try and start setting up a firing position in one of the windows, by the way.
Okay.
Like, if there's a couch or something, like try and move that out of, like, in front of the window, and then like crouch behind it as best he can when all of his 7 feet.
There's like a little small sofa that's Yamatu size, which is basically like 1.5 Goliath butt cheeks. So it'll work. It'll work.
And then like somewhere out there, I set a piece of C4 down and like ran det core to it, so that like if the thing lines up with it, I can set it off.
Moonin, do you make yourself known when you land?
I was gonna wait a minute, then yeah, I'll rush in. Like out of paranoia, I'll wait a second, make sure it wasn't following me, then run in. Okay.
So I'm going to try to avoid your fellow player setting a C4 charge at your shadow. So I'm going to say you make.
You said the window upstairs is open. I could just come through that.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, that's completely fine.
I will not blow you up. Don't worry. When I hear about this on the roof.
But if I remember, I still had 1 stack of dread, so I'll be coming in panicking, like something large, hunting people.
Right. Everyone gets in firing positions. I think we should go at this blasting and shooting. And like as someone's saying, that's as he's pushing the couch into place and taking firing position.
Mm-hmm. What are you doing there, Archivist?
Could I potentially stand on the ceiling and just hunker down there?
Like upside down?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's not really a problem. You can go in the corner and go full spider.
That's badass.
Nobody ever looks upwards in a horror game.
The brass just dropping like straight down. That's even cooler of an image.
Literal brass rain, yeah.
Now, I'll tell him that when I saw it, it wasn't moving towards us, but...
Wait, it's not moving towards us? Wait, so...
It was chasing
Cody
people.
donated $30.
Oh.
Hi, give the party a small boon for the incoming
speaking,
fight.
this
Blow
doesn't
the
have
dead
to
cord
be
is
our
faulty.
problem. We can just move on from here and go about our business.
You got it, Cody. Okay.
Technically speaking, we probably don't want to be accused of murdering our host.
I don't think whatever is making that noise would the way our host would be found would not be within our means.
I don't remember, Guard. Where I saw it, was that on our path that we need to go in the
It was on
daytime?
the main roadway, yeah. So the main
Okay, so I
roadway
thought it
cuts
was.
through a forest, and you were seeing this shit all happen like deep in the forest. You flew up quite high, and we're seeing these little torches, about maybe about a quarter of the way into the deep wood. That's more or less where you saw it.
That's what I thought it was on the path. So, I don't think we should do any traveling at night.
I don't either. I think that's a very quick way to die.
Just a brief,
Agreed.
just to brief you players, my internet's being funky. If I pop out, I will be back.
Yep.
But all right. So I need to make a note about your debt cord. Okay, so you guys are all laying in wait. Moonin, are you hiding upstairs away from the other guys? Or are you downstairs with them?
I'll be looking from the upstairs window.
Okay. Shame.
Well, you got a giant spider there.
Yes, it runs into the giant spider in the fucking corner. So you guys are laying in wait, and you're really, really high strung. You know, y'all can hear the roars. You heard what Moonin said. Y'all are waiting, and an hour passes by. An hour passes by, and I need all you to make a grit save. Now, it's going to be a manual grit save. I do apologize, but you guys more or less roll 1d20 plus whatever your grit modifier is. That's so...
Where is...
16...
Flash_of_green donated $30. The full party gets their
The big boy
pockets filled with
bridges
rocks
on-
with a roll for how big the rocks are.
So all of you stay pretty keen, except for the archivist. So Kumoko is you're kind of watching. You see Hummel behind this little sofa, and you're like, you know, you're not. It's
Like the half-hour mark, I start to nod off.
it's like late in the early morning, you know, and you're kind of like, and you're still stuck to the ceiling in the corner, so you're kind of like slowly like losing your clutch on your ab muscles. So you start kind of dangling from your legs, like a hard horizontal. Hummel, give me a perception check using your own cunning there.
Alrighty. What is my... Oh, that's lovely. That's solid +0. Ah!
And Hummel does not notice at all. So you're like, after like 2 hours, you're like racked out. Your arms are drooping. Sling's really holding your rifle on. Hummel's like, nope, ain't nothing getting past me. He's staring out the fucking door there. And it's about...
I am whistling. Like, I am whistling a tune quietly.
It's like a lullaby or something.
Yeah.
Like, Hummel doesn't hear your hat kind of plop to the ground off your head. You know, he doesn't even pay attention at all. And after that, another hour passes by. And another hour passes by. At around 5 a.m., I need Moonin and Hummel, same kind of check, please. Using your
okay.
Or sorry, a save with your grit.
I will say after a few hours, I feel like Hummel, as self-appointed team lead, would have been like set up watches.
Mm-hmm. If you...
If I don't want to like step on your toes, I was just saying. I
know,
feel
I
like...
got you. I'm saying if you pass your check,
great.
sure.
Gotcha.
And that thought comes
ready.
that thought comes way too late. You're like, so about 4 a.m. you're like, man, we should set up some watches because it's gonna get late and we're all gonna get kind of tired. And this sofa sure is soft. This you might. So all downstairs, there's Hummel asleep on the sofa, and there's Kumiko asleep in the corner, and the only one awake is fucking Moonin, because Moonin's like, fucking, ain't nothing getting past me, motherfucker, but he's upstairs, and he can kind of see Hummel's barrel kind of go up and down with your breathing, because he's clearly moving around, he's fine, you know. And it's around that time, Moonin, that, you know, the night is breaking. And you know, you can kind of sort of see a bit better outside. It's not super bright. It's about 6 a.m. as the hours pass on by. And you find yourself getting kind of bored, but you know ways to keep yourself engaged while on patrol or on post. So you start trying to figure out where Hummel took his det cord at. And you're tracking along the window. It's going down. You're kind of tracking like, okay, there it is, and then you realize that the det cord ends about a foot before the C4 brick does.
Oh no.
What do you do?
I'll head downstairs, try to get Hummel, let him know.
Almost passed out. Almost slumped.
So you kind of run downstairs to tell Hummel, and as you do, you see Hummel just passed out on the couch. You can see little rocks kind of falling out of his pocket onto the floor as he breathes. One big breath in, one little rock falls out, tick 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 on the floorboards. Mims are also asleep. Too late.
Yeah.
You see so you kind of like you go like what? And you see Mims kind of in an armchair. He did his best to stay awake, but just couldn't do it. Then you hear breathing above you to your right, Moonin.
Oh, no.
I joined at a poor time.
I'll turn and look. I know what's going to happen.
So you turn and look, and you see, not in a panic way, but Kumoko's asleep with her arms outstretched towards the floor. Just you see drool down her cheek as she's asleep. Her hat's falling off, hair's hanging down like a fucking horror victim. But it's mildly funny because you see also rocks kind of falling in her pocket. Ting, 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 ting.
Why do we have rocks in our pocket?
So,
Oh god, I already used the first mule potion.
so Moon, I need, so
Strength training.
roll me a grit save with advantage, please, because she's a bit comical now.
Me or Moonin?
Moonin. By the way,
Okay,
Mims,
okay.
the sheets are broken. You can't scroll roll. It's all gonna be fucking manual today.
Okay, cool.
We are an 89 Dodge Power Ram, all fucking manual.
Hell yeah.
So Dark.
Hell yeah.
So Moon, you can't go Huh? You can't, and you're not afraid. You can't stand there and observe Kumoko inverted, pretty much, and you're able to find the humor in the situation. You know there's a beast in the woods somewhere just tearing it up, and here's Kumoko fucking just arms splayed out, asleep, attached to the fucking ceiling. You feel less, a little boost to you feeling less inclined to be afraid of Kumoko, seeing her in a more, a less scary position than what you would normally see her.
Okay.
But they are all asleep though. So.
Well, I'm not going to get near her, but I'll see if I can reach her hat and toss it at her, see if wake her up. Since I'm staring at her anyway.
You have one ballistics, no throwing. Roll me a 1d20 plus 1.
Oh, what now?
A 1d20 plus 1. I would say roll ballistics, but you can't do it anyway, so you can play the modifier to roll. I mean, the hat kind of like thwacks off her stomach and kind of like rolls down her face and back into the floor. So,
I'm gonna go kick Hummel then.
okay.
Yeah.
So Hummel jerks awake with a little thump to his body there, and Hummel, you kind of look around and see the knoll passed out, the Sputter Woman passed out, and you see a very tired Moonin just staring at you.
Hello.
Hey, you did a piss poor job on the C4.
What? What do you
C4
mean?
not connected.
Oh shit. I turn around like do the lean over the back of the couch and like look at the C4. Right.
Also, it's morning.
I can notice. Well, we're alive. That is a perk. Now we, I guess, go to the forest.
And I'm guessing Yamato never came back.
Yeah, he's probably.
Oh, I lost guard.
Actually, me?
Oh, God's here.
Yeah, sorry, I was asking.
Yeah.
I guess the Yamato never made it back.
No, not yet.
He might be dead. Long live his memory. We will always remember him.
Long live his memory. Jesus.
I think we should pack up our things here and head into the forest. We should try and now don't get me wrong. I do worry about monsters and the nearby villages, but technically speaking, there's nothing obligating us to stay here, and we could just try to continue down the path as long as possible until we encounter this thing by chance. Almost swallows.
I'll go ahead and say that.
Almost a leader.
So while Hum was talking, Kumiko and Mince's character Rue wake up because he's very noisy, you know. So Rue and Kumiko do kind of wake up. Kumiko, there's spit all over, like down your fucking, you know, your nose cracks in your forehead. You were drilling into sleep.
Oh shit.
I fell asleep. I apologize. What happened while I was out exactly?
Cody
I
donated
relay
$30.
everything and my
Glowing
plan
animal
to
in the
just
area has a
maybe
cursed
just go
item
through
that
the
will make it
forest instead of
dangerous.
having to look
Hire
for
a
this
wild
thing.
animal with a magic
Oh,
item that makes it
all right,
dangerous
yes,
encounters the spooky
I'm
thing in the
fine
night.
with that if Kumoko is as well.
Yeah, sure. We're already late, kind of, aren't we? Might as well just keep
Yes.
trucking.
Just keep through. We will make up for it when we have those flowers in hand, right? And I turn around and like start packing my gear together, and eventually head outside. And
I was gonna say, while they're getting ready, I'll go fly out the top window and do a loop to make sure nothing's out there.
Okay. So as you fly out, Moon, and everyone else is kind of getting around, you loiter in the sky for how long do you want to loiter for? Like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, doing a full search? Like how long do you want to float up there?
Probably about 5, just enough to do a full circle.
Okay. Roll me. Let's see here. Wait, what I want you to roll? Moonin. Roll me perception using your cunning as well.
I keep forgetting it's not working.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Oop! I just closed my window.
Damn's gone.
What did I do? What did I do? Oh God!
He rolled a natural 20.
Crap. I'm glad no weird tabs are open. Close that window.
Just furry. It's more null art.
Why does your history say
Oh.
sexy raunchy knolls? I don't want to talk about it. It's for research. I still laugh how people like oh, he has knolls, and like here's the art. I'm like, oh, like yeah, okay, look, relax, all right.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see how it goes.
They're like, oh, you have. They said you have knolls. Air quotes. I'm like, shut up, all right. I didn't choose the art.
It may get you more players, just the wrong type.
I'm a knoll. Ooh, shut up. I hate this planet.
The tiefling equivalent.
Yeah. Oh God, bro. No,
Oh,
you have
no.
tieflings now.
I mean.
Congratulations.
Okay, so you rolled. See here, you rolled not a 20. You rolled a 6. So you that's 6 plus your modifiers.
You said cunning, which would be 3, and perception is 2, so it's another 5.
5, 13. As you're kind of loitering in the air and kind of going this big loop, you do see what you believe to be someone on the road heading from town down the road. Mind you, Brecken's house is kind of by the road, but he's heading down that way from town past you. He's about maybe a mile off.
And they're approaching?
Yes.
Okay, I'll go back and let them know that someone's approaching.
So Oh, go on.
Easy.
Sorry, I couldn't tell what race it was from a distance, right?
Negative. Just that small.
I am packing away the C4 as you approach. Right. They appeared small.
Yeah, Hummel, someone approached from town, small. Can't tell who.
Right. How about you post security and we... It might be our host, it might not be, but we will just be aware.
And Rue will post up with his gun, with his rifle in hand, with his rifle by his side, ready for whatever happens.
Guard, I got a quick
What's
mechanical
up?
question.
What's up?
How much of my gear affects my ability to hide?
What's your gear?
Like my BDUs and my load-bearing vest? That doesn't affect my ability to hide, right?
No. Like shiny armor will, heavy armor will, bright colored clothing will.
Okay.
The basic BDUs are basically OD green, and so are most military gear. So you won't have any issue.
Okay, I was just wondering because brush feathers, patterns, and all that.
Oh yeah, you blend right in, brother. Okay, so you guys are made aware of this being approaching Bracken's home, and you guys, you know, he's buffering. Yeah, my fucking internet's being bad as you're just kind of hanging with it. But you guys, hold on, Busy Buck. This is this is not like Lord of the Rings with modern guns. This is a completely, I do air quote, original setting. My OC donut steal. This is not Lord of the Rings.
Whoa, do not steal setting.
You're dying first, I swear to God.
I haven't, don't worry, I haven't introduced you to Molly yet. I have my own.
But you know, this person's approaching, and after about 10 minutes of him walking down the road, you guys can see, at least those of you who have good eyes, like Kumoko and Moonin, you guys can see that this is in fact Bracken walking down the road.
Does he look disheveled or anything?
You what?
Did he look disheveled or anything? Like,
Actually,
did he pop out for a night on the town?
Actually, he looks quite clean. He looks like he's had a bath, and he's got a basket on his arm, and at least I know Kumiko probably could. Oh, actually, Rue could probably smell it. Rue, you can smell, because he's upwind of you guys. You can smell, or sorry, downwind. You're downwind of Bracken. You can smell fresh baked bread. You can smell like fresh fruit, that kind of stuff. And then Kumoko, you can see that this guy, yeah, he has a basket full of food. You can see the little white orbs and brown orbs that you figure must be eggs, the bread, the fruit. There's like a little tiny keg as well inside the basket, and he could not look cleaner. This guy may have just freshly bathed, for all you know.
He's carrying groceries, it seems.
Just,
Well, oh, go on.
just to confirm, and I'm saying this to the group, we've been here since like midnight or a little bit before then. And he wasn't here in his own home the entire night. And he was getting midnight groceries. Is that the story we're about to believe?
You make a very good point, but what a man gets up to, especially a widowed man, what he gets up to at night is his own business. I would say that maybe we lower the weapons, but we keep them nearby, and we put back the couch. Shit.
I'm just a lonely man buying groceries at 2 a.m. So I'm gonna need actually, because I believe I'm gonna need Rue, Kumoko, as well as Hummel. I need all you to do brain power saves. Try to remember how the hell this living room was before he left.
I was gonna say we broke an entering.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
We did.
Whoopsie. Oh.
Oh,
actually,
fuck.
Nope.
That should go pretty well.
This is great.
I just rolled a nat 20 on the dice, so. Do you want me to roll it on screen? I think you said that the thing was broken.
Yeah. It's gonna, yes, it's gonna be on screen. Just do /R1d20 plus whatever your modifiers are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
On Discord /r.
On the forge.
Gotcha. I
Or
not
there
get
is a
that
little
open.
thing.
Let me.
Here, hold on.
There's also
I'll do it for you. Hold on.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Here's
there is
Sorry.
a
Shaw.
little box underneath the text thing where you can just click a dice and add your modifier to it underneath and hit roll.
8 brain power, not bad, not bad.
Yep.
And it's a 10. All right. So with the help of Rue, Rue, thank you for getting 2 subs. With the help of Rue, you're able to kind of realign the living room to how it was roughly. Unfortunately, you can't quite do much for the weird spider print pattern and the dust in the ceiling. But you know, if you try and clean off, now Rue would know if you try and clean off that big old spider print, it would leave this giant clean round spot in the ceiling. You have to go and clean the entire fucking wall then, in addition to the wall and the ceiling, to try and hide that print. So you guys want to try and do that, or just leave it as is?
Bah!
I think cleaning it would do
Noticed
more harm
his
than good.
ceilings enough to know that they were dusty, so I doubt he'll notice the clean spots on his ceiling either.
Do you remember how his body pillows were laid?
I don't think he
Was the detail up or down? I forgot.
We have not forgotten.
I tried
Close
not
the hole
to.
again.
I tried not to remember what I saw up there.
I mean, did you guys ever touch the body pillows, or?
I
We
don't know,
checked
did we?
the bed to see if he was there, but I guess we didn't really mess with it.
They're full of explosives.
Who all went up there? Because I know Moonin did. I know Rue did.
I don't think I did.
I don't think Homo did either.
Rue and Moonin, give me another brain power save.
Ready? I'm still trying to get
Right. This guy.
Right. And join the game.
Nat 20. All right.
That'd be a night. Oh.
Oh, roll again? Yeah.
So you knew exactly how those body pillows were, and the fact there's also no hole. You know that for a fact. All right. These are purely consensual body pillows. You know, just platonic body pillows here. But you kind of like fluff the bed up a little bit. You know, you kind of make it to where it looked kind of how it was. And by the time you kind of smooth down these sheets, you hear the front door open up, and you hear kind of Bracken come inside. And Bracken goes, I don't want to say anything, but you guys know there's like a clay brick out in the front lawn?
I said I recovered that.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't hear that. Okay. Well, damn it. Well, there goes that joke. Thanks, Brett. So going backwards, Bracken kind of walks in. You hear him kind of like, you know, tap his feet. I would believe that Kumoko and Hummel are downstairs, correct?
Yes.
So Bracken goes,
Yep.
well, how are you? Good morning. And you guys see that he has cleaned his nails. His nails are perfectly clean, no dirt. As well, he's not wearing any shoes, which is odd for fucking anyone, really. But he's not wearing any shoes. He's wearing all new clothes, completely washed and clean. Like, his hair is still kind of moist from his bath or whatever he had. So this guy is completely fucking clean.
Did you
Hello.
have a fun night?
Yes, perhaps a lady involved.
$22. Okay, that's you guys' DC. He goes, yeah, well, met a few people. Had some fun.
Ooh.
You could say I, painted the town red, but, I decided to come back and, tell you guys were asleep and, just got some breakfast for you guys.
With you, thank you.
You... Right.
Kumiko looks adamantly like she's literally biting her tongue, just like, yeah, sure.
So what do y'all say? What do y'all want to do?
Paint the town red. you know, that's quite interesting, as there was some revelry going on in the forest in the night that woke us a little bit. Loud noises, like monster of some kind.
Oh, come on. We're way too far south for monsters in the woods. You're probably just hearing things in your sleep. He kind of walks on past you and kind of sits in that basket. He pulls a little keg out. It's already pre-tapped. And he goes, I got some breakfast wine for you guys. It's kind of a thing we do. You guys would know, right? The breakfast wine?
The breakfast wine. I would not mind some breakfast wine. Komoko, how about you get our compatriots who decided to sleep upstairs and get them up, and Hamo is trying to insinuate check with the one who's awake.
Yeah, I'll just like skitter off, go do that.
Get her off. So you arrive upstairs, Kumoko, and you see Rue and Munin kind of like trying to perfectly level out how that bed was. You know, trying to get that perfect crisp edge that's just messy yet clean. You know, they're kind of overdoing the bed a bit, but you see them up there.
Oh, hello. We were just making sure this is all. He's gonna kind of pat the sheets down flat, trying to get things back in order. You understand?
Yeah, just to make sure. Cat kind of fell asleep last night. I think he's kind of full of shit. But can we get a brief of what happened between the sleeping and the waking up? Who was awake again?
I fell asleep partway through the night. I'm afraid I can't.
I was the
say
only
much.
one up all night, apparently.
Mhm.
After the recon, nothing happened.
Okay. Yeah, anyway, he's downstairs, so it would probably be a good idea to...
All right.
She just smooths out the sheets a little bit and pats it. That's good enough, yeah.
So Hummel,
Yes, I do.
So Hummel downstairs, Bracken is sitting in a chair just staring at you. Now it's now as you kind of get because Bracken set out bread and honey and like clotted cream and shit for y'all to kind of munch on for breakfast. But he's kind of sitting in this chair, and you kind of realize that this mountain is a lot more muscled than you previously thought, because he's wearing mostly just a white loose fitting shirt, and he's got a lot more brawn than you've ever seen on a fucking Yamato. He's kind of sitting there staring at you, and you see like his nose kind of flare and kind of like then unflare. It's unnerving to you a little bit.
Howell, fiddling with some debt cord in his pocket, is so you said you
Good.
What time did you come by and see that we were asleep? We got spooked and decided to crash in here. We were worried about you, as we thought there was a monster approaching.
Oh, I just stopped by whenever I got back.
Yeah, that's good to know. You work out, I see. What is your routine? What do you do to get those muscles?
Well, I guess my new routine's moving my couch back to where it should be. And he's like staring right at you.
Right. So we thought there was a monster coming, and I decided we set up firing positions and watch all night, so we are ready for it when it comes breaking out of woods. But nothing happened, and now we are here awkwardly in your almost put back together living room.
So I assume that the rest of you come downstairs, right?
Yeah.
Jesus. All right. So as that's funny. As Kumoko and Munin and Rue kind of walk downstairs, you guys see Bracken kind of look to, because Kumoko's kind of taking the lead. He kind of looks to Muko. You see him kind of like stare at you for a second, and then kind of look to the corner of his living room, and he like looks there. Then looks back at you. And it's like this silent recognition towards you, Kumoko.
just purse my lips until they're like a thin line and just give him a, like, the tensest of nods.
So he goes, so, anyway, I figured I'd bring you guys some eggs and some bread, and that way you guys can break your fast and, get on your journey.
Well, that's highly appreciated. Thank you. And Rue's going to sit down. And is he actively like passing out the breakfast wine, quote unquote?
Yes, in a way. He is being a host. It's not very good, but he's kind of being a host to you. Now, Rue, you sit down. You're in within proximity of him. Are you on roll 20 yet or no?
Yes, I am.
Sorry, it's not roll 20 Forge. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a dated statement.
Don't
Roll.
worry, it happened to me too.
Yeah. Let's see here. What do you have for your skills?
Trying to get back into him.
Not great. You're very smart and old, but that's about all you got going for you.
Yeah.
Just roll me d20, man.
Okay. Let me see here. Into there.
I'm doing my best. 16. So as you kind of sit down and breathe in the smell of jam and fresh bread and that wine, you do catch something else on the back end. Something you can't quite explain. And the only thing that comes to your mind when you smell this is the same kind of smell you've gotten when you've bumped your nose and gotten like a little bloody snout. That's that odd coppery tang of blood.
Oh, Brecken, did you happen to hurt yourself by chance?
He goes, hurt myself? No, I'm okay. Why? Did you?
No, because I happen to be smelling a bit of blood. Are you all right?
Oh, I'm sure I'm fine. I bet one of your friends must have gotten a scratch or something. It's no big deal. I wouldn't worry about it.
Is there any chance I could roll something to see if he's lying to me?
Yes.
I do that too.
So you guys can roll. Let's see here. Double check my book here. Page 7.
While they're doing that, I'm gonna eat real quick. Then I'm gonna rush. Say I've got something to do. I'm gonna go survey what I was looking at last night from the air.
Gotcha. So you fly off. I want you guys to roll me investigation and brain power if you got it.
Let's see, brain power. Boom. Why is the scroll not opening?
Yeah, scrolls don't work. Scrolls don't work for now.
Oh,
you gotta roll manually. Let's do /R1d20 plus whatever your modifier is.
Okay. Where do I type that in? I apologize.
There's a little box bottom right. See the little.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll 1d20. Just plus sign.
Yeah. So /R space 1d20.
/R 1d20
plus whatever.
Okay. Plus.
So
Here,
I guess just brain power.
Yeah. It'd be like this. Oops, shit, I did it wrong. Of course, fuck me.
Oh, plus the number. My bad.
Space 1d20. Yeah, you got it. 15, 23. Hey, Mims, look at you go. You beat this DC.
Yeah.
Now, who else is rolling?
I am. It's your lovely. Homo's doing great tonight. I'm on fire, guys.
He's on fire.
I apologize.
So, beating the DC by 1, Rue, you have an innate feeling that this man is hiding something. But at the same time, your little null nose, the more you lean into it and you really try and focus in on Bracken, the more you smell something feral as well. Something feral, something old, something powerful, something terrifying.
He's not going to change his expression. However, as I'm assuming he's passed any wine or whatnot, he is going to take a whiff of it and see if maybe he can detect any hints of poison.
The wine is completely fine. Now, since you are trying to keep your expression, roll me bluff plus cunning, please.
Sure thing. /R 1d20. Just type in bluff or just a number?
Just a number. Just a number. So 1d20.
Okay.
So what 1d20 plus
Do
bluff.
Where is my bluff? Where do you have my bluff? Okay, I've got one.
Yeah.
Plus 1 plus what else did you say?
Bluff plus cunning.
Plus cunning. Okay. And I have plus 0 to cunning, so that's fine.
Sorry.
No, I don't wanna
Hold
delete
Sorry. Not cunning. Moxie. My bad.
Oh, okay. Then in that case, I'll have to add plus 7 to the 18 for a 25.
Okay. So he kind of leaves that on you, but you do kind of keep your poker face going. So you don't see any real change in him, but he is kind of paying attention to you more than anyone else. But the wine smells fine. No trace of poisons in it. You can't smell anything in it. It just smells like normal, slightly watered down wine.
He'll smile disarmingly and go to drink the wine.
Okay. So as you guys are breaking fast with Bracken, Moonin, you're hauling ass through the sky, and you're kind of flying around where you kind of sort of figure where you were, which isn't too hard for a harper to figure out. And as you kind of look down towards the trees, towards the road, you don't see anything obvious. Now, if you want to try a investigation roll, you can, but just kind of looking down at it, you don't really see anything of note from your altitude.
Yeah, I'll fly lower and do an investigation.
Okay, use your cunning, please.
Yeah, because I know something happened last night.
I know for a fact, motherfucker.
What's with the 6s tonight? Oh, didn't do the +3.
+3, so 6, 7, 8, 9. So you do a low pass over the treetops. And while you can smell, like, you get a good couple whiffs of urine here and there. Like, you know what a scaredy pee in, like, the harpy culture, you know, people who pee themselves while running in terror. So you can smell piss out somewhere within those trees. And as you kind of keep flapping along, you smell blood as well. But you can't see anything. Like, you can smell it, you know it's down there, but you can't see anything.
I'll return then.
Okay, so as Moonin's returning, do any of you interact with Bracken at all? Because Bracken is just kind of sitting there watching you guys. He's kind of just vibing in that chair, you know. He's kind of laid back, kind of eating with you, you know, but he's making no attempts at conversation.
Hummel
staring
is
them down hard.
yeah.
When you say staring them down hard, what do you mean, Kumoko?
Like, Kumoko has made up her mind that this man is lying to them, whether she incites them or not. But she's just like, just waiting for him to crack, kind of.
The snap
the
and kill us
battle
all.
of wits, and she's probably losing.
So as you're kind of staring him down, you know, Bracken kind of looks over to Hummel and looks over to Rue, and he looks over to you. And he kind of catches your eye. He kind of gets that feeling you're trying to trying to Mexican standoff your way in this kitchen. And he goes, so I see you're more of a corner person.
I see you're a sleepwalker.
He does not appreciate, like, you say sleep, no problem. You say walker, and you see his eyes kind of narrow, and it's quite clear he does not appreciate the term walker. And he goes, well, sometimes I just can't sleep, so I go on long walks, tire myself out.
Paint it down red, come back clean as a whistle. It is every man, especially a widowed man of his nature. What he gets up to during the night is his business. I say around like my 8th piece of toast.
What do you say, Kumoko?
I think she's gonna just like pick at her fingernails and say, yeah, must have been a long walk considering we started hearing weird shit like around midnight, and you didn't come back at all.
Rue, what do you say? Or do?
Yes, I was awfully surprised at the fact that you weren't here when the growling started and the screams. I could swear that, well, it would make more sense to me for you to come in and let us know that something was happening so that we could leave with you.
So Bracken is going to roll to intimidate you guys. 1 second here.
Ooh.
So Bracken stares at you guys, and you see his tone change as you see his forearms kind of flex a little, and you see his fingers just ever so slightly curl in on themselves, and he goes, "I guess I must have been too far away to hear this screaming you're talking about." And now all of you from that roll, it's quite clear he's trying to intimidate you. Same time, it's a fucking 4'9" Yamato. So it's a very confusing feeling for Hummel, especially what this guy is like exuding JoJo aura from like a 5 foot or under 5 foot fucking thing. And it's a huge clash, and you have a feeling that you get the feeling that this guy is insanely dangerous, despite what he is or who he might be or where you guys are. But at the same time, this feeling is not one of outward threat. It's more of a mind your own business kind of feeling.
Hamel claps his hands together. I think we are getting too invested in what this man gets up to during the night. I think we should pack our things. We've broken our fast. I think we should hit the road while it's still early. We are very far behind, and the front lines call us.
So as Bracken speaks, Moon and you land kind of by the window, and all of you hear Bracken say, "Yeah, happy trails."
Happy trails indeed. I think I forgot something when I set up a position upstairs. Give me 1 second. And I'm going to wander upstairs. Oh god, this is a bad idea.
So Hummel, as you're walking towards the stairs, Rue and Moonin and Kamiko, you see Bracken slowly following Hummel with his eyes the entire way. Hummel, do you look over your shoulder or no?
No.
So you feel the eyes on the back of your skull. You're just like, nope, and you kind of keep walking. But you guys, but all of you watch just Bracken just eye fuck the back of fucking Hummel's skull as he walks up the stairs.
Once upstairs. How do I want to do this?
What you doing?
Smoothie. I want to. Oh god, this is a bad idea. I want to approach the bed, and I'm going to examine it. And I pull out a brick of C4. And I find a way to affix it to the bottom of the bed. And if I can try and stealthily run det cord out the window, if the bed's near the window, so it you don't see it. It's kind of hidden between the bed and the window. Or better yet, Humble gets a better idea. Where is he standing right now versus the upstairs? Can I roughly place where that is?
Where Hummel is, or where you are?
Where Bracken is, Bracken upstairs, place the C4 above him.
So there, to where Bracken is in the dining room, you have to go across this huge upstairs landing into kind of a spare storage room. Mind you, you're huge, so all of you downstairs here, of you walking along the top of the floor, and Bracken's still leaning backwards, tracking where the hell Bracken is. Or sorry, where the hell Hummel is. You see Bracken kind of hear. Now, Hummel, roll me What the fuck are you gonna? what are you gonna roll, Hummel? Let's see here. Good lord. Just roll me brain power.
My idea is to place it above him, get us out of here, and set it off.
I mean,
Come on,
you're
let's go.
so you're right above Bracken, and Bracken is leaning backwards in his chair, looking up where he knows Hummel is, and Bracken looks up there and kind of slowly tilts his head towards Rue and goes, what's your friend up to?"
Not entirely sure. His gear is not my responsibility.
I think he left his piss pot up there.
Could be.
So Bracken kind of gives you a brow and kind of looks back up the ceiling, and you'll hear he's pulling out C4 and det cord, and Bracken is kind of like, you see Bracken kind of lean back there and put his fist on the armrest, and he's just kind of looking up with this look of bewilderment at where Hummel's working. So Hummel, what exactly is your idea exactly?
Oh, it's a bad one. I want to rethink it, but I've already committed. I want to.
God help us all.
I really want to set this up above him. And it's set it up above him so that it blasts like downward into him. Kind of like a shape charge, if I can shape it a little bit, and then I'm big. I'm a big guy. Try and go out the window.
For you. So Moonin, what do you do? Because Moonin, you can hear this. You kind of like step back, and you can see Hummel's shadow through the fucking window.
I originally wanted to tell Hummel, but I think I'm gonna whisper to Min. I think we should go. We need to be through the forest by dark.
He'll give him a very slight nod, and turn to Bracken and say, "My friend, aside from the obvious glancing up at the ceiling, you seem quite tense. Did we say something possibly offensive?"
Me? Tense? I'm fine. You guys are just going through life your own way, and I'm going through life my own way. And, you know, that, and you guys have a long journey ahead of you. I'm willing to bet you guys are going across the Moria. And, I mean, you haven't done anything to me. I mean, I'm kind of annoyed you guys moved my couch. I like where my couch was. And I don't like.
Yes, I do apologize for that.
And I don't like how you're in my bedroom. That's kind of a me area, you know. But you know what? I didn't line those rules out, so I can't really blame you guys. You guys were, you know, kind of dealing with whatever it was that was scaring you. Now, as Bracken's talking to all you downstairs, first, Hummel finds a spare health pot in his pack. He missed, so track that if you don't mind.
Gotcha.
But go ahead and roll me also there, Hummel. A demolitions and what? What are you doing here? Yeah. Demolitions and brain power, please.
All right, health pot. You said.
Yeah, standard.
All right, standard health pot. Okay. I think it's in my on my other sheet, my Google Docs sheet, but I didn't put it in my actual sheet yet.
No problem.
Where is there? You go.
Hey yo.
5 plus. Where is it? Demolitions plus 4. No. Oh, thank God.
So you're like, okay.
So
You're like, I'll put it here, and I can do it. And you have a pretty good idea of how to do this, you know. But the thing is, downstairs they're hearing you pull out your det cord, your fucking det cord spool, kind of like rolling it out. And Bracken is.
I'm trying to be quiet.
And Bracken is just staring at you. He knows exactly where you are to the floorboards. And Rue and Kumoko, you're all watching Bracken just his nostrils flare. And it should be known that Rue, you know that he's scenting right now. You know that because you're a fucking Knoll. You know how that shit works. You know he's scenting for something. So Rue and so
Is that plastic?
I'm gonna go start preparing.
Is that plastic explosive? I smell?
Yes, Munin, if we're going to be heading out sometime today, perhaps we get the cart loaded up and ready to go.
Moon in here, and I'm gonna walk out.
Yes. Bracken, I've never seen a Yamato's nostrils flare like such. Completely lying. I don't know if Rue's ever even met a Yamato. Uh, I've never seen a Yamato's nostrils flare like that. Is everything alright? Do you perhaps have the sniffles? I'm a medic, of course. I might be able to take care of that.
He goes, actually, you know what? I'm smelling those fresh flowers outside. You know what? I think I'm gonna see you guys off personally. And you see him stand up off of his foot. So he stands up from his chair and kind of gestures for Rue and fucking Kimiko to kind of come out with him, because Muden's already heading out towards the barn and all that. Meanwhile, fucking our hero Hummel has no idea what's going on. So you're up there, you're like up there being your C4, you're like, oh right, get the wires in there, get it cut, and you're shaping it so that way it'll go down and destroy this dude's fucking kitchen. But
is there any chance I could yell up to Hummel and say, Hummel, my friend, we're being ushered out of the home. We'll be right outside waiting on you, alright? Please be quick.
I am just taking a piss, and I just defeated, just fucking pack it away.
Did you really? In his bed?
If he's, what's the layout of this building? How close is the front door? Yeah.
Look to the bottom right of the map there. So there is the big bottom square. There's the dining room right here, and then a staircase, and then living room.
Okay. Living room.
So you're above the kitchen right here, and they're all walking out the front door this way.
Okay. I mean,
window
I am
here.
a demolitions expert. I can do this.
I can do this.
I can blow up this possibly innocent civilian's home.
Not today, my beautiful C4. And I do start packing it up, and eventually do actually take a massive Goliath piss just to play the part and walk downstairs.
Massive Goliath piss. What a fucking turn of phrase.
He's 7'3".
Okay, so you guys gather Buttercup, you gather your wagon, you gather C4, the horse, who is still pissed at Hummel, by the way. Like, Hummel, you walk outside, and, and C4 is staring at you like, this motherfucker's still alive. Just eyeballing you.
Good morning, C4.
The horse kind of, like, looks away from you like, no. No good morning. But you see Bracken, and Bracken kind of sees you walk out, Hummel. You see in Rue, you see Bracken kind of see Hummel, and you see like this kind of flash, and it's a flash you've seen it in like dire wolves and other predatory animals. That kind of, I'm taking this personally, kind of flash in the eyes where violence may be possible. Who knows?
Maintaining a gaze on Bracken, a very close eye, Rue will motion for Hummel to come with us and say, Hummel, my friend, I do believe it is time for us to be on our way.
Oh, yes, we should have left yesterday. It is, we are quite behind. Thank you, my good friend Bracken, for your hospitality. May your nightly endeavors be plentiful.
He goes,
I imagine many women had a very good time.
He goes, oh, I'm pretty sure they will. And he holds his hand out towards Hummel.
I have not washed yet since taking piss. And I...
So he's going to leave him...
bad when he's going to empty that chamber pot.
Just going to leave him hanging pretty much?
Yeah.
I don't want to shake. So again, Rue, Hummel turns away towards the cart. Rue, you see Bracken slowly, finger by finger, curl that hand back into it. So he goes, right, of course. And you get a feeling that Bracken was going to crush fucking Hummel's and Rue, you're like, whoa, because like the vibe is not good off Bracken.
If Bracken happens to glance at him at all, he will give him another disarming smile with a hint of, I know what the fuck you're trying to do.
So after you guys get your stuff together, who's driving the cart? Is it Mims again, or?
Yeah, I can go again if nobody else wants to try.
I did want to look at my map to see, can we get through the forest by nightfall?
Oh yeah, for sure. You guys should reach. If y'all push through, no breaks, you reach the other side of the Shywood, no problem.
Okay, because I'm gonna let them know I went and looked, but I didn't see anything, but I could smell the fear.
I can smell the fear, PP.
The blood and the piss.
The bloody piss.
So
Something was there.
Macap says, "You try to blow up my kitchen, you fuck." Okay, so you guys, there's spare horse, y'all in the wagon, y'all take off, and as you guys are kind of going down the road, on your way out, still on mission. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see who does a thing. 1, of course, Hummel. So Hummel, as you're kind of sitting in the wagon, you kind of you don't want to, but you feel the urge just to look back towards that fucking house.
Yeah, I look back, but I'm also saying like quietly to the party. I hope we're if we're far enough away that he can't hear me. We have options here. I wish I had remote detonator because it would be nice to wave and set it off.
So as I say wave, you see Bracken kind of staring right at you, Hummel, and he kind of gives us wide because the amount to have like big blocky teeth for crushing shellfish. He has this big blocky tooth smile at you, and you're still close enough, Hummel, where you can see the canines slowly grow and stick out from those big blocky teeth. Bracken made sure you saw the canines slide out of those fucking gums.
Bracken, Hummel nods. Hummel nods and gives a toothy smile back.
Did you have to piss him off?
Hummel nods.
I don't wish to piss him off, but I mean, we do have option to make this our problem. Maybe set up firing position in forest, or set up some kind of trap, or any number of things if we wish to make this more personal. I want to be a more democratic leader. I want to see what you all think before we delve into fighting something.
Jesus.
Fighting someone who is clearly something else of greater power.
Sadly, I don't think that we have an option as to whether or not we make this our issue. He knows we know his secret, and we know that he knows that we know his secret. Odds are that he's coming after us.
The thing is, do any of you know what he is the question. So if any of you have history by chance or modern knowledge?
I do.
If you have if you have history,
if
you guys have history or modern knowledge, pick the highest skill and then add your brain power to it.
Hold on, I closed my
History,
game.
modern knowledge, I do not have either of those. So, if I may rephrase, we know that he has a secret, and he knows that we know that he has a secret.
I have a point in both. So which one do you want me to roll?
So roll probably history and brain power.
Can I assist by saying this? I will say the canines on that fucker are not the canines of a regular Yomatu. He is something else.
But what that might be, you have no idea.
Fuck, another 6.
Could I have assisted with that little bit of knowledge?
That would add like a 1, bro.
Aww.
That's still an 8.
Aww. We may never know what... Go on.
Is there a convenient way that we could possibly detour through the area that you were scouting last night? Or...
No.
Fuck.
It is down the road. So you guys are kind of, clippity-clopping, creakity-cracking down the road, and you all hit the wood line, And the wood line, is pretty normal for now. You guys see a wagon coming out of so y'all see a wagon coming out of the Shywood heading towards East Hallow, and it's a another valley up. He kind of waves at you guys, but he doesn't stop. He kind of just keeps like going on through. And you guys see bushels of stuff in the back of his wagon. He's just hauling stuff to market. And you guys are kind of, it's a nice, lovely morning. It's not too hot, not too cold. The trees are swishing back and forth with the sound of the wind going through the leaves. And it's quite nice, it kind of drags away the horror of last night and all this fun stuff. And about 3 hours into the woods, that's when Rue starts smelling a smelly smell that smells smelly.
Yes.
So Rue, just roll me flat cunning for me.
All right. Let's see. /R. 1d.
I want to poke the bear so fucking badly, but I also don't.
And I don't.
I want to
already
too.
did.
Okay.
Ooh, that was not gonna be good.
That's not great. But what's your modifier though? Oh, that's right. You I forgot.
I don't have one now.
You're not a combat Noel. You're a smart boy Noel. Which is good. It'll come in clutchers, I'm sure. But
Like that so far.
But thing is, you're still a Noel, and you can smell like you know what it is because you've smelled it before. But it's basically you smell piss here in the you're like what the fuck? You're like oh my god, and like you're like oh fuck, and it hits your nose like hard like whack as if someone was pissing as they ran across the road, and you can kind of like what the fuck, and kind of look over your shoulder. And roll me investigation and brain power if you so have it.
/R 1d20.
Let's
Investigation. Got to double check my investigation. Let's see. I do not have investigation, so I'll just add the brain. Yeah.
I'm making piss. All right. You just barely catch what you know is a torch burn. You can see the black scuff of somebody having dropped a torch just on the side of the road. About 10 yards ahead of you along the road there.
I am the piss boy looking for piss. Okay.
Does this look like where I saw the stuff?
Roughly, yeah, Moonin. So you being who you are, you're like you can't smell it quite yet, but you're like this seems familiar. You probably know it better from the air, but from where you are. Well, actually, are you flying or are you on the wagon?
I think now I'm on the wagon. I should have been flying, but
yeah. So if you were to go up and fly, you go. Oh yeah, I know where this is immediately.
okay.
I do believe we are in some sort of hunting grounds. Not exactly sure what he is exactly, but well, I do believe we are in his hunting grounds.
Now, Kumoko, I want you to roll me perception and cunning, please.
Yep.
Oh.
Let's see here.
Why does the skill say scare razzle? Kumoko. Chat, you see this shit? It's a scare razzle. That's not a skill! But you rolled a 20, so roll another 20 now. Just a 20.
Yep.
So that's a 8, 9, 10, 11, 31. So you're kind of looking around with your many eyes, Kumoko, and you also see, as he kind of points it out, Rook putting out this mark, you see the mark. You kind of follow just the barest trail through the grass of more little scattering black marks. And then way deep in the forest, you catch something, catches the sun, and you see something not glimmer, but glisten.
Mm-hmm. Can I make out kind of what it is?
It was quick. The tree limbs are moving back and forth, but to you, something looked wet and kind of about tree limb height.
Hmm.
What do you guys do?
Do you point it out?
Yeah. I'll wave to whoever's manning the wagon and be like,
Rude.
"Could you slow down a bit?"
Yes, of course. And he's going to slow it down so that she can look a little closer.
Okay, stand by for DM.
Could I just kind of narrate next step?
1 second here.
Sorry.
I like to send DMs. Let's get you guys able to tell people stuff.
Ooh.
There you go.
Hmm.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay. Kumoko's just gonna step out of the wagon and like pull her pistol and just kind of approach carefully.
Okay, so this object's about 70 yards into the woods off the road.
Okay.
Overwatch.
Somebody watch my back.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
And Rue will draw his rifle to
I'll take off. I'll
watch
take
over.
off in the air.
Yeah,
Okay.
Moonin, fly.
So
And I'm gonna follow.
Moonin hears and he'll take off.
follow Moonin or follow Kumiko?
I'm gonna follow Moon. I'm gonna fly. No, Komoko. I'm gonna follow Komoko. Like a little bit ways behind,
You're-
but just kind of gun at the ready.
You're gonna fly, are you? C4 underfoot.
Yeah.
Here I go!
I just start flapping my Goliath arms and take off.
I cast
I
rocket
just
jump.
I T-pose and start floating.
So you're a bit behind Kumoko, but Kumoko, you're kind of making your way through the underbrush, and it's pretty lush grass here, here in the Shywood, and you don't hear anything odd. That's a nice thing, because the Shywood's one of those woods where there could be things in there. If you go deep enough, you might find them, but they're not like along the wood line like most things are here in Troika. But you hear something crunch under your third leg, and you kind of look down, and you see that there is what appears to be, I mean, to you it looks like bone, but you kind of like lift your foot up and you kind of look at it, and it looks kind of like a fleshy, pulpy white substance.
Could I I don't know, get my knife or something out if I have a knife on me?
Yeah,
and just poke at it a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you have your fucking chef's knife on you.
Yeah.
But as you poke at it, it's hard, and it's hard, and it's got what looks like flesh to it, but it's really dirty though. Like, to you, it looks like old leather, or like, something that's kind of brown and pulpy.
What do we have here?
Fuck it, let's find out. I'm gonna pick it up on the knife and just kind of stick it close to my nose, and if I can't smell anything, I'm just gonna lick it a little bit.
Oh, Hummel.
Give it a little nibble.
Goes.
So
cheeky lick.
So Hummel, give me a grit save real quick.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see that butter and jam a second time.
Oh God, no, Lord. +2. This is perfect.
Yeah, Hummel, you feel like bile in your throat as you see fucking Kumiko kind of like nom 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 on a little bit on whatever this is, and Kumiko, it's a chef. Like you've tasted this flavor before, and you know it's an awful taste. OFFAL.
Huh. Okay.
And you're pretty sure you nibbled maybe a hunk of maybe like liver or part of an organ, but you're not really sure who, of what.
Mm-hmm.
Dear Lord, woman, what are you doing?
It's well, I'm not sure. It's some kind of organ.
Oh God, gods in heaven. I like on my knees, turning away. Right.
Moonin, try it.
So Moonin, you see from above, you see Hummel just fucking barf like bread and butter on the fucking grassland down there. What do you do?
Kumoko just tuts waste of good energy. Waste of resources.
Waste of carbs. Looking good.
Yeah.
So Moonin, you see that? What do you do?
Say again. He's just puking.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna laugh.
So.
Yeah, I'll try a piece of it. See if I can identify it.
Sure. Give me a brain power check. Give me a culinary arts check. Yes, good year.
I am with a bunch of animals.
See if I've ever tasted this before.
So, like all harpies, even brush feathers are prone to consuming the dead to conserve energy and not let meat go to waste. And dark side, you know that this is part of a lower intestine.
Oh.
But it doesn't taste like any species in particular.
Not really. I mean, you know that it was pretty fresh not too long ago. You know, it's maybe about so many odd hours. You're able to link it between, you know, from the time you guys left to when you saw those torches link out. You got put around that time.
Looks like
So-
leftovers from a kill.
So as Hummel sees Kumoko and Moonin fucking Lydian tramping a fucking intestine, grit save please.
Yeah, yes, please.
Just nom. Well, so you like
I bite my finger.
Yeah, you're like, this is gross. You're just like, nom. And like, you see like Kumiko like fucking like a baby birding some intestine to fucking Moonin. And you're like, oh, what the fuck?
Oh,
but you're able to
God.
hold your beans in, you know.
I think that we should stop eating the dead, the what's probably deceased. I don't want to know what it belongs to. I just can glean that it's probably from a fresh kill.
Not sure
You've
what it
had
belongs
sausage
to,
before,
but
right?
it's
This is the
lower
casing.
It's just a raw sausage, bro. Relax. So
Yeah,
as
don't worry about it.
so as the wind changes, the wind changes, and you now smell a hard whack of old blood, and you can smell like old burned pitch on the opposite side of the road. What do you do?
Glancing over there, he's going to call back to his party. If they can hear him from here, he might have to go a little bit loud. Say, I'm smelling a little bit more on the other side of the road. Perhaps it's time we packed up and got going. I don't think now is the time to be eating corpses.
Due to Hommel bitching, they can't hear you, Rue.
Oh.
I'm just gonna continue on and say you can do what you want with this. I'm just gonna see if we can find what was the thing that I found before. It was like there was a glistening something and then like a package looking something.
Yeah.
I have idea.
So, hold on real quick. Rue, what do you do? Do you stay on the wagon? What do you do?
Oh, go on, you're good.
He's kind of tapping his foot, sort of impatiently, but he is going to maintain his position on the cart. However, instead of just providing overwatch, he is going to pay a little closer attention to his surroundings. If he picks up any other sense or sees anything else that may be concerning, he will want to potentially take action.
So roll me again. Investigate. Well, fuck me. Roll me perception plus brain. So hold on. Here we go. Roll me Fuck. Hold on. I want you to do 2 rolls here because they both matter because you're a fucking knoll. Because they got a schnoz, man. All right, they got a schnoz going on. Roll me investigation and brain power, and then perception and cunning.
Alright, so all I can do is brain power, so /R 1d20 plus 8 for the brain power and investigation. Not great. That's going to be, you said, cunning and what?
Perception.
Perception, okay. And I don't have
Just
perception.
cunning.
So that's just a straight d20.
Oh, wait. Okay.
Not great. I'm
So-
fucked.
I do a little typing here. 1 second.
Take time. Oh man, I'm about to die.
We all gonna die.
Well, it's Hummel first, then probably me.
Yeah.
All right,
TFT
Rue.
Prime.
Read your thing there.
Yeah.
Kumiko.
Oh.
Snip,
He's
snort,
going
snurf.
to
Keep snoring.
he's going to make as if he hasn't noticed it and maintain, or at least try to maintain, a calm demeanor while slowly backing up the carriage to the part of the road where the rest of his party is down in the trees.
Backing up a wagon with the cow. Animal handling and moxie,
Hell yeah.
please.
And C4.
Oh,
Is
and
that-
C4.
It's not.
Let's see.
It's a rock or whatever. I can't remember the name.
Yeah. Slash
It's not
roll
just-
1D
it's a
20.
buru. It's not a cow.
A booter.
Yeah.
Don't call my buru a cow.
Don't call my sweet buttercup a cow, you bitch. So
I'm fucking myself so hard today.
you're it's a bit, you're having some trouble getting Buttercup to go backwards. Buttercup knows forward, not backwards. So you're kind of fucking up a little bit there, and you kind of get the wagon kind of cockeyed and kind of jackknifed. Like fuck. But now you're
Do we notice this?
y'all hear Buttercup kind of going "Mrr," and like you see you hear like Mooning, or you hear Rue kind of cursing. But back to what you guys are doing. So Kumiko, Moonin, real quick, are you walking along or flying along with Kumiko?
Well, now that I realize that it is the spider lady, I'll take back off.
Gotcha. So Kumiko, you're kind of walking, you're kind of, you know, tippity tapping along on your spider legs, and you're getting closer to what you're pretty sure is glistening, and it's a big kind of a drop, kind of a very shallow drop. You kind of like go down the drop, and it's a huge brush line where you are. And as you're kind of looking around, you see broken, like low broken limbs. The bushes look completely like this fucking ramshackle, like someone went diving through them. And you kind of you hear the creak of rope. To you, the creak sounds similar to what Havader would put up on trees to teach their young how to ride. So like something suspended on a rope that the young could kind of like clamber onto and hold on and work on their leg muscles, you know. So you hear something kind of swinging somewhere on a tree limb suspended by rope.
And you said it. I think originally you said it was around like limb height.
Yeah,
Which
limb height.
limb? Like lower limbs or upper limbs?
Lower limbs, you know, about 6-7 feet high.
Oh, okay. I will look upward.
So you got to go past the brush line to find whatever it is that's swinging. You hear it ahead of you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I will just give a cursory glance around and do so. Make sure I'm not stepping on anything else.
Now, Hummel, where are you at? Going with Kumiko or going backwards towards Rue?
Komoko is going the opposite direction. Oh, it's a hard one. I look to Moonin and I shout, "Keep eye on area. Alert us if anything happens. Watch Komoko." And then I start making my way with my weapon out. I start making my way to Rue.
I'll yell back, Moonin hears, and I'll start circling. Just doing a circling pattern.
So, Kumiko, you break past that brush line, and as you do, your first step sounds wet. Like you kind of look down. There's a puddle of blood where you're standing, and you kind of go, what? And you kind of start looking up. And I'm going to send you a big DM here. Or, she didn't DM, I wonder. Nah, I'll just fucking tell you, it's fine. So, you see, that no one's with you. You see, hanging from a low limb, what appears to be the remains of maybe an Oni, you know, someone large. Someone has taken a foot and tied it by rope, and there's about a foot to partial hip, partial back, and a single buttocks just exposed to the air, but everything else is missing. You see a long draping of entrails kind of dangling along the remnants of this torso, and you can't quite see where the rest of this torso is because it's all over this little landing in front of you. Around the tree roots and the brush and the bushes and the tall grass are just a scattering of random bits of meat and bone and hair and body parts. There's a finger there. The second foot's kind of like it's kind of by like a tree root system, and you see it's like piles of this long cold organs. But as well, you see that there's like a torch and a little short sword that's kind of dug into the ground. It's still in its sheath. There's a rucksack, bits of clothes. So you found a kill site. What do you do?
This one's difficult. Okay. I'm just gonna. This is gonna be gross, but I'm gonna feel whatever's closest to me to try and determine how long ago this was. Like, are we in immediate danger or are we in less immediate danger?
So as this partial torso kind of swings above you on the tree, you kind of reach out and you find a relatively large chunk of what you believe to be someone like the man's chest. You kind of pick it up and you can tell like it's literally a hunk of chest. Like there's a nipple there and part of a pectoral, and you're like, ugh, you kind of pull it up. And you figure that by the size of this pectoral and kind of the flesh colors, it has to be a Goliath of some kind. And you kind of like, you can kind of go like squish on it and try and feel like how taut the flesh is, how warm it is. This is an old kill. Like the flesh is cold. It's not even bloody anymore. It's just this big hunk of what's now, partially like very, very early stage decomposition meat.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And who was following me again?
I believe Hummel turned back around.
Okay, so I'm alone. Oh no.
I'm overhead.
Okay.
Moonin, you can kind of sort of see where she is, but you can't see because the tree's covering everything. You can't quite see the main details.
Can I search to see if they have any like notes on them, or like is there a bag nearby?
You would be investigation and brain power.
Yeah, you can call me down if you want, but yeah, I'm circling overhead till otherwise.
Let's see here.
Sorry. Use your cunning, actually.
Cunning? Okay.
Yeah. Why is the ass out? Because he got stripped of all his clothes. 18. So you see that the man's rucksack, his big-ass rucksack, is still intact. It's kind of strewn along the ground. To you, it looks as if it was like kind of like ripped off of him because one of the straps is completely obliterated. And you see these 3 long rake marks through the rucksack. And you see that inside there's good spilling out of it. There's like claw spilling out of it and like random doodads. You see like a canteen is still leaking wine, kind of, every once in a while a little blub of wine pops out. As for notes, I mean, you do find the remnants of his pants, but there's nothing in them.
Can I, as I'm like walking back, like use a little bit of the vodka that I have on me and like rinse my little feet off of any blood to try to get rid of that smell?
Sure. I mean, it would smell like mostly like vodka, so that would kind of sort of work.
Some kind of cleaning agent.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna maybe take the short sword because that might be useful to somebody. It's not useful to him anymore, but I'm gonna leave everything else.
Hold on, 1 second. Where are you going? Like pistachio or peanut butter chocolate. Okay. Or raspberry cheese. Okay. Okay. Fine, take the truck. It's my truck, man. She's taking it everywhere and going mudding in it. Okay, so you take the rucksack, you say, yeah? No?
Just the sword. I leave the rucksack and everything else.
Okay, I will say, from the exposed rake marks in the rucksack, you do see a book sticking out of there.
Book. I will take the book.
Okay. So you grab the short sword and the book and then hightail it out of there, you say?
Yeah.
Okay, so Moonin, you see Kumiko hightailing it out with high speed down the trail with these things in her hands. Rue, as she is just clearing that brush edge, you kind of manage to get Buttercup to kind of pay attention and get the fucking thing backwards. It's a whole ordeal too, but you get it done. You know, it's not great, but she's backwards at least. And after all the commotion, all the noise and C4 wickering and watching you like you're stupid, you could look back over to where that point was, and nothing's moved, no change. It's just still it's just still where it is.
Is anybody close enough for me to whisper to them?
Almost walking up.
Buttercup is the closest to you currently.
Buttercup, help!
Buttercup, I think we're not in Kansas
Help!
anymore.
We need to run him over.
Help me.
Buttercup, my love, I will give you the toe beans, I swear.
Okay.
Calling over to Hummel, he'll say, Hummel, would you come here a moment, my friend?
Oh yes, I wander over.
Hummel, and he's going to lean in close and kind of cover his snout with one
No
hand that
fucking
whoever is
way.
hiding in the brush.
Damn it.
Oh.
So as
Oh.
you as Hummel comes towards you and you both start conversing, you guys hear a rustle in the grass. Now this rustle is where that big divot is that I typed to you, Rue.
Boy, I do
And-
believe we've pissed off something.
And you're watching, and the rustle goes, and then you see a smaller divot start kind of like making its way making its way away from the big divot. You see something pretty smallish, kind of making its way through the grass.
Towards us?
Kind of, sort of.
Humble. Oh, go on.
All right, everyone. I do believe we finished up our bathroom break. I think it's time we got back on the road, calling out to the rest of the party.
Oh right, yes. Let's get going. Buttercup, let's go. C4, let's move along. Hummel is jacket aside, grenade at the ready to toss it, like grenade prepped.
Rifle at the ready.
Hummel, give me a brain power save.
I'm not gonna pull the pin. I know better.
Do it.
You know you want to.
Oh.
Now give me a grit save.
Oh.
Oh no. I have. Oh, wait. I can cook grenades perfectly, by the way. It comes with them.
Oh, I know.
What is +2? Oh, thank God.
Okay. So as you kind of now Hummel, you're like, oh, you're trying to make this big farce up. And as C4 goes, no, and kind of like shies away from you, he kind of shies into the bank of the road there. And this thing stops in the grass. And in Hummel, you're like, oh fuck, because you just, you're you're being infected by Rue a little bit. In Rue, you see this thing suddenly start bounding through the grass. Mind you, it's not hopping, but it's like going faster, and it's like running towards the road. Now, before
Towards
I tell,
C4?
do what?
Towards C4?
Towards C4 and Hummel-ish area.
All right. Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine. So I'm gonna ask you: do you do anything before I tell Hummel what he does?
Is there any chance I could try to put a round in whatever's skittering towards C4 and Hummel?
Of course. You will roll to attack using your weapon skill, marksmanship, and ballistics.
Alrighty. Oh, I keep reaching for my fucking IRL D20s.
I know.
Well,
I'm
of
being
course I have
robbed
it.
of the experience, man. It's digital formats.
I wanna- I want to
Come on,
play with my
Marco.
funny little click-clack rocks, you know?
I have tiny ones that I want to eat so badly.
Let's see.
They're like
Weapon
little
skill.
You wanna
let's see,
eat?
let's see. Rifles, I have
They're-
+2.
really small dice.
Come on, there we go.
They look
Plus
delicious.
2, plus marksmanship, which I do not have, plus ballistics. Okay, let me grab that. +2. +2. Oh, I almost got a 2.
You beat the DC by 1.
Oh, fuck yeah, okay.
Okay.
All right.
So-
and
so-
rolling damage.
Yeah,
Let
roll
me
damage.
Let me double check that. That's 3d12s. Do I add any modifiers to that? Oh, right. I keep reaching for the IRL dice. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, no, that just adds a modifier. There, and there. No, I don't want 4. I want 3. Thank you very much. There.
With the scroll thing, it'd be a lot easier. Oh, you shatter twice. So, well,
That means
so I should say when you do your damage roll, do 3d do a 3d12x. It'll shatter it for you automatically. So roll 2 more d12 as you obliterate this fucking animal.
Oh my god.
what to be a rabbit or something?
So the head of this molten tear just fucking evaporates. You fucking just sniped this fucking goober from inside the fucking grass line. So you guys, well, not you guys, Rue and Hummel, you see this large tuft of blood and brown hair just spack into the air as you just fucking detonate this poor animal. And you fire and this, and everyone, because Moonin hears it, Kimiko hears it. Y'all hear this single single gunshot ring out through the fucking forest. And you're kind of looking down your sight still, Rue, and you're kind of watching this little smoking place in the fucking high grass, and it's not moving. What do you do?
First kill, first blood.
First Kilimanjaro.
Swiveling my sights immediately to the other larger divot, just so that in case it starts moving, I can act quickly.
Nope, it's not moving still. So after all the noise, the gunshot, everything, no change in that place.
Okay. Just maintaining my sights on it. I'm going to say, all right, everyone, I do believe it is very much time to get going. I don't know how many more shots like that I can pull.
Hummel, what do you do?
Yes, let's go. Everyone clear out, let's move. And I start to get, everyone ready, watching the big divot, still ready to throw a grenade if need be.
So around this time, Kumoko and Moonin show up. And Moonin, as you're kind of flying down towards the wagon, you see this little thing laying with a smoking hole in it where its head used to be. But you see a glint of something silver where that little thing is in the grass.
Shit. Oh.
Don't do bird to shiny,
I don't see anything.
please.
I'm going to do bird to shiny. That's what he does. He'll fly down, but he'll keep an eye on the bigger divot, like you said.
Okay. So as you're flying down, you can see the bigger divot from your height advantage. You see that this bigger divot is a person lying on the grass face down. And as you land on this little creature, you would know that this is a molten tear. They're kind of a small bear feline in a way, with armor plates down their shoulders and back. And you see there's a stick in its mouth. Well, a stick in the remnants of its mouth.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Yeah, I'll grab the stick and take back off, just in case there's another.
Okay.
Moonin, what the fuck did you just, what? as I watch this.
So, Kumiko shows back up. Moonin lands back at the wagon. You're all back together now. What do you do?
Moonin, what did you grab off the ground?
Well, first I'll say, did you see the body? And then I'll drop the stick on the ground in front of me.
oh,
Since
it was
it's
a
probably mine.
body?
They didn't know
Yeah,
there
well,
was
the
a
body.
body. I hold a hand up. We temptresses everywhere. We need to go. We need to move.
Yes, we need to leave.
So-
I do believe we know exactly what did it now.
What
So-
was the stick?
So, Rue, you see the stick, and White Feathers get their nose on all kinds of weird shit. And as well, Kumiko recognizes this wand immediately. The wand is a wand of the spider. Captain Silver, there are inlaid silver webs strewn through this wand shaft. And on the very end, it's capped with a copper, kind of a spider emblem in the way. It's a very roughly done spider, but this is a wand with a spider, and it does this. Kumiko and Ruben know this off the bat.
No, if it has an image of spider, I'm not going to want it at all. I'll just drop it.
And then
I shouldn't be reading that.
And then the book that Kumiko has, as you kind of look at your book, Kumiko, this book says, shit, hold on, I can find what the spell is again.
You should have called it Charlotte's Wand or something.
No, I'll be tuned into oblivion. Here. You see that book is called Moving the Earth in 30 Easy Steps.
Is it like a motivational type of book, or is it like magic?
As you page through it, you realize that this is a scholarly text on learning a certain kind of spell.
Ooh. This is interesting.
Are we doing this while we're moving? Oh, go on. Sorry.
I mean,
yeah, we're starting to look a little like skittish
Yeah.
if we're not moving yet.
I'll read the book as we're going.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys are continuing down the road, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Probably best to be away from the killing field.
cowards.
Yeah.
Come
Away from
on,
the-
hang around a while.
I mean, as we're like going, hypothetically speaking, we could set up an ambush, possibly. I mean, do we want to make it our problem? Do we want to fight something that's potentially able to cut our guts out, or do we want to just
actually,
stay out of it?
while we're here, Rue got the doggy nose. Rue, roll me perception and cunning again.
Alright, that's 1d20/R1d20.
This guy.
Yeah. Oh, hey.
19.
No need for modifiers. Maybe. I don't know.
Rue, as Hummel is saying that, you know, you're finally moving along, and the wind shifts again because the wind's very shifty today, back and forth, and you smell something very familiar. I'll send you a DM.
Oh.
The shifty wind is gonna offer us drugs in a back alleyway.
Hey, players,
You want
some cool. All the cool players are doing it.
like in the wind, that's what it says. Do you want to buy some drugs?
Just out of curiosity, who took the
Do you want
wand?
to be like the cool kids and take
Oh,
it
yeah,
back?
who did take the wand? Oh.
I mean,
Yeah,
like I said, if
took
it has
the
an image
stick.
of spider, I don't want it.
I don't know what it does.
We can explain it as we go along, and then whoever
Yeah.
wants it.
Then I guess Kimiko,
Does it-
I guess you're the one carrying it.
Does it work on Havader?
I can try it. I wanna try it.
Who's
Better
the work on
order
the
is
spider?
on this pierced on the web spider.
Oh, do you have any leftover pieces
No,
of that poncho I
you-
made you?
You can't summon Kumiko with a fucking wand.
Hummel is trying this though, and when it doesn't work, he's like, "Oh,
Oh, maybe it's because I'm already here. Maybe I have to move a
probably.
certain distance away.
yeah, we will try again later. This will be a thing."
And as Rue senses this, he's going to speak to the rest of the party and say, "On your guard, everyone."
God damn it!
Mind you, it's an old smell. It's an old smell of that thing, Rue.
Oh yeah, it's an older smell, but Bracken has definitely been here, or at least somehow his host has grown legs, walked here, and sat here for a while, which I don't believe unless he is somehow the Baba Yaga.
We could, if we potentially found a roost, we could potentially lay, I don't know, explosive trap and roost, and you know.
3 spellcraft. Let me see here.
I'm saying this as I'm waving the wand through the air.
I
Yeah.
only have 2 spellcraft.
And the one's doing nothing,
I
by the way.
have no spellcraft.
Oh, okay. That doesn't include the
I have 4
stabbing ones, right?
crafting.
Yeah, the stab wands, you stab it in, dude.
Okay, so
You go ahead, you're fine.
And Garbra, I know it doesn't do anything. I was just
Well, I'm just saying, you're like, wow, like,
yeah.
it's a one that does nothing.
This one is useless.
This one is bullshit, man.
For now, if nobody else can use the wand, we should at least store it away. It could be particularly useful later on.
Yeah, you can
Right.
summon me as a friend.
Did we do that already?
We will. Do you want me to keep hold of it? I will be party pack mule, or we can put it on C4.
I think it may be better if you carry it, Hummel, because I don't want to be a portent of doom potentially, but I don't. Considering where we are, there's a good chance that C4 may suffer a tragic accident.
Again.
Again, yes.
I will add Wand of the Spider to my bag of many tricks.
All right. And Rue will continue moving the cart forward at least a trot. He's trying to get through these woods by nightfall.
I would love to come back one day when we are more trained and have more people with us and take care of this. This does seem to be a problem, and there's not a small part of me that's saying I am being a coward, you could say. But I also know we are much more valuable to the front than we are to this far from it.
Yes, there is a fine line between cowardice and survival instinct, and I do believe we are well on the side of survival instinct. This is not cowardice, my friend.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, we should try to get as far as we can today.
Yeah.
Maybe even to the bridge if possible.
We should.
Yeah.
We march. We probably, if I say tonight is one of those nights that we march through the night, even if we don't make it out of the woods, as we are going to be hunted if we stay in these woods.
Yes, there is no way he doesn't try to hunt us down.
Yeah, because someone had to poke the Yamato.
Oh. God forbid I ask questions.
I can't
He's going
see
to
forward.
continue driving.
I wanted to blow him up very badly, but it.
I'm gonna blow. So you guys are gonna go at a faster speed than normal for Buttercup, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so let's see here. Give me animal handling and moxie again to see how well this goes.
Let me just
Chugga.
see. Okay. Slash R1D.
You say chugga?
Yeah, that's what our Buttercup is doing. She's chugging on through.
So it takes some coaxing to get Buttercup to like, okay, let's go. She's like, no, it's rest time. And you're like, no, it's go time. And you're like, flick. And she's like, fucking really, dude? So you guys get stuck.
Because I tried to back her up like a car.
Yeah. You guys get kind of bogged down for half an hour in the woods. As Buttercup's like, no, we stop. I'm having a break. And you're like, no break, just go. And you're trying to get her to go.
Do you want to die, Buttercup?
God damn it, Buttercup. But
Buttercup has no survival instinct.
but
Brain still 0. There's
Yeah.
exactly one. It bounces around like a screensaver.
Yeah, just constant Buttercup. The eyes like 2 different directions.
So you guys you guys arrive on the side of the woods to the break there, but you arrive at like 10 o'clock at night when you break past those trees. It was harrowing, to say the least, because at least Rue knew what was going on with Bracken, and you're like, get back to trees. And you're just trying to get her going, and you're able to get Buttercup into a pretty solid, I wouldn't call it a gallop, but it's a fast moving pace for, the kind of animal she is.
Buru.
Yeah, for a buru.
Big Buru.
But y'all make it through the forest, but it's about 10 in the evening, Sun has fucking dove down. You guys, it's pure darkness. You do see ahead of you, though, that there is a small camp of those who... So, on this side of the woods, there's a little little rope area to the side. It's kind of a designated camping area, and there is someone in that camp area kind of making camp for themselves. You see a small fire going, a 4-horse team, a carriage, and it looks like the driver is sitting on a stump. So I want to ask you guys, did you have any lights or lanterns lit, or y'all going pure dark all the way through?
Black Ops.
Yeah.
Odds are that whatever Bracken can see is probably going to be able to see in the dark, but if you guys want to go Black Ops, then yeah, go for it.
Black Ops.
Yeah.
I called Black
I don't know. I
Ops.
don't think any of us can see in the dark, so that may not be a good idea.
But whatever would be hunting us could see us easier. It's better that even if they could see in the dark, we don't want to make a target of ourselves.
Plus, we're just following the road, right?
Mm. So Rue can use the wand, by the way. You have 4 spellcraft.
No, I believe I have 2. Let me double check that.
I see 4 here.
Oh. It says
remember
2
Knowles?
spellcraft for me here. Oh, Knowles get extra, don't they? Right. So yeah, that means I do have +4. Then yeah, that means I can in fact use the wand. Let me double check its effect.
It's +3.
Summon a spider, blah blah blah. Oh, it's +3 to use it, so that
Yeah.
means yeah, I absolutely can.
Yeah. At least 3 spellcraft.
Yeah. I summon friendly to the wielder of the wand. Okay, cool. Then yeah, I will turn to Hummel and say, oh Hummel, I thought it over a little bit more, and I do believe I may have enough enough knowledge to possibly use that wand. If you'd like, I could take it off your hands.
Oh, no problem. I hand it over. Yes.
Oh,
I hand the wand
perfect.
here.
And
So,
yeah.
so we'll say as you grab the wand, Rue, your body reacts to it, and you see all the hair on your arm stand up, and what feels like the little pitter patter of spider legs crawling up your arm, and that's how you know you can use this wand. You can feel it activating in your hand.
Now I know as a fact I have not done crack cocaine at all. Why am I feeling bugs under my skin?
I've got these bees in my teeth.
What do you crack cocaine? I don't think I've heard of that one.
Don't ever do it. It's usually offered to you by you know what? Just if it's ever offered to you, don't do it, please. I've learned from a friend of mine swimming through the sewers. Don't worry about that.
How about just blank face? Right.
A story for another time. An actual story for another time.
What the fuck's a sewer? Okay, so as you guys are kind of keep turning forward, because Buttercup doesn't stop, she's like walking along. The man by the fire looks up and he can hear you guys coming through and hear you guys talking, and he goes, "Hey fellas, you have no lantern," and you see him kind of pull a crossbow around from behind his fucking back.
God.
I apologize for any inconvenience. We're not attempting to be threatening. We were just trying to be quiet getting through the woods.
Oh.
Didn't want to disturb your sleep.
Yes.
Something big is hunting things in that forest at night.
So he goes. So he goes. Oh, okay. And he kind of gets up, and as soon as like firelight catches Kumiko, he goes, "Oh my fuck!" He kind of jerks backward and falls over the axle of his carriage, and the horses go, "What the fuck?" They kind of look at him, you know. You're a twing as a crossbow goes off.
Just put my hands up and say, "I am not the big thing that is hunting. That's some other big thing."
Watching the arrow go in its arc over the road.
Yeah, just like
bigger thing.
So hear him go, "What the fuck is that thing?" And he kind of points over to where Kumiko is.
Hivader. Big spider lady.
Spider elf.
Spelt, if you will.
Oh.
So Kumiko, this man is scared by you. What do you do?
Keep walking.
Oh, so are you guys ignoring this campsite?
Turning to the rest of the party, yeah. Giving them a quizzical look like, if you want to stop, then yeah.
We run behind, but we have broken forest. I think we should camp for the night. It will be productive to get some rest, especially after last night's endeavors. But we should keep a watch posted, and pray to the gods, Bracken does not show.
Yes.
So as you are talking, Kumiko, all the horses besides C4 and Buttercup are staring at you like, what the fuck? Like, ears forward. Not afraid, but trying to figure out what the hell is up with you and your many legs.
Mm-hmm.
Just stare at them.
Turbo horse.
Depending on where we set up camp, I'll just let them like sniff my hand or whatever.
Sniff my hand.
Yeah, you know how you do with the dog. I've never interacted with horses. They're just big dogs, right?
Yeah, right. Big dogs. So this man, he is still hiding behind the carriage, and you guys see him kind of peek out. He's like, whoa, just staring at Kumiko. Like he's ignoring the knoll and the Goliath. He's just staring right at Kumiko. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, yes, this is a friend of ours. I do apologize for any, fright, but, well, you can't really help how you're born. You understand.
Exactly.
Now, Kumiko, do you want to let it ride? Do you want to try and like moxie him up and like that, or you just want to let him just panic and piss himself in the corner?
Honestly, I was gonna say that I look at him and say, I do not apologize.
I pose. My God, it's so powerful. So you say you don't
The ultimate
apologize?
power move.
He goes, nope, that's fine. That's completely fine. You hear the door open up, and shut, and the guy's hiding in his carriage away from Kumiko.
Hey, he's probably safer in there anyway.
So,
yes.
again, this is a simple staging area. There's a place for you to park the wagon. There's a place for you to tether out horses, or Buttercup in that regard. And it's more or less a... there's like supplies there. There's like halved wood and tinder and that kind of stuff in a big wooden box. So it's a well-traveled midway point between here and East Hallow. So, you guys want to camp here, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Keeping an eye on the tree line throughout the night, yes.
oh, an eye in the dark. It's cute.
Yes.
So you want to do any watches or what?
Yeah, watches.
Yeah,
Okay.
watches would be smart.
How long? A watch.
8 hours for.
Yeah, 8-hour watch, eh?
No, like 2 hours per person, right?
Yeah.
Who's
That'd
first?
be the most reasonable, I think.
I will take first watch. I don't mind.
I think I could take a longer watch if you need be.
So Hummel then who?
Okay, so... Yeah.
Third watch?
Who's second?
I got this.
Who's second? Who's second?
I take first
Oh,
watch.
it's me.
Rue takes second.
Yeah.
Government Cloak takes third. Moonin takes fourth.
Alrighty.
And Moonin, because you will be there when the sun rises, I suggest you do a half aerial, half on the ground watch. Once sunrises begin to fly in search area.
Moon in hears.
Fucking dickhead, whatever. Moon in hears. So you guys get your camp around, all that fun stuff. Going through the watches, I'm gonna go one by one here. So Hummel on your watch. Yeah. So as everyone's asleep, Hummel, you hear more noises coming from this direction down the road. They're coming towards you.
Fuck. I'm going to pull out my gun. Just drape it across my, like, just have it out, like, just be like, act like I'm cleaning it or whatever, but, and just look in that direction. What does it sound like? Does it sound like walking? Does it sound like prowling?
It sounds like foot traffic. About probably one person.
Okay. Yeah, I make myself very visible in the firelight with my human-made weapon or human-influenced weapon. And I knock on the carriage if it's next to me, I imagine it's next to me, where the guy is.
Yeah.
We have foot traffic approaching. Keep yourself armed, but hidden. Pop out if there's trouble.
You hear nothing inside the carriage.
God damn it! I think he's asleep.
So you're sitting there and you're waiting. You hear the crunch of the road gravel get closer, but you're kind of listening, and you have heard this kind of step before. You've heard Rue walk like this before, and you're kind of watching, and you see this giant fucking rucksack kind of looming over you, and it kind of catches the firelight a little bit. And his rucksack's like 2 feet above the head of the person wearing a hood, and it's a rather large hood too. And you see that the fur on the hands is white. And it's a white crest of fur on the chest, kind of poking out of this long, tunic that's kind of underneath this cloak. And as this figure gets closer, he kind of goes, "Ah, wonderful," and pulls off his hood, and you see a Frostfang Knoll standing in front of you.
Ah, hello, friend. Join us by the fire. Spin stories of your adventures?
He goes, "Is that okay? I don't mean to intrude."
Oh, no, not intruding at all. I will even make stew. I can't really cook well, but our third person on watch could possibly cook us something.
So he kind of walks through and goes, "Ah, very lovely, thank you. I notice when walking here, I smell other knoll. Does Baldur smell correctly?"
Yes, you do. We have another. I can wake him if you wish, but we are taking watches.
And he goes, "Nah, no need to wake." And he pulls off this rucksack, and this rucksack is fucking huge, square, tall. And he goes, "No need for a watch. I have little buddy." And he pulls out this, out of one little pocket, this odd-looking stuffed creature. It's brown. And it's got a weird little face on it. It has these long, dangling legs. He goes, "I find this off human trader. Keep watch for us."
Hey, we still post watch, but it's help in watch.
So he puts this little thing on top of his rucksack, and the legs dangle off. And you hear a fug from this little fucking this little stuffed creature. And he goes, "See, little friend, watch over all of us. If anyone come up meaning harm, you tell us."
Amazing. Amazing thing.
I
Humans are truly amazing creatures.
had to trade lot of information to get it. Humans way up north now, making all sorts of trouble.
Ooh, we intend to make trouble in the Broken Kingdoms. We are auxiliaries destined for the front.
Ah, more auxiliaries. You by chance have any extra ammunition you no longer want?
I don't know. I don't feel like getting whipped upon reaching our superiors, but perhaps something could be traded. My mind could be changed.
Changed in what way? And you see him kind of and undo these two large wings in his rucksack, and he pulls out or exposes a literal trading shop that he has in his rucksack. He goes, "I have tinctures, I have herbs from the north, very nice, very pricey down here in the south. I have a few interesting bits, but I do not know what you have to trade."
We have ammunition, perhaps a few more spicy materials, and I kind of show the grenades hanging inside my jacket.
He goes, "Ah, yes, little bang stick." And here the little gunner go, "Fucking look out." And you see Baldur kind of go, He looks around, and Rue, you're awake.
God, it's already so late. All right. Hello there. I didn't smell you come up.
He
I
goes,
do apologize. I was
cousin, how are you? And he kind of walked towards you. You don't know who the fuck this Knoll is, but you know, all Knolls know Knolls apparently. He kind of holds his arms out. Come here, give me a big hug, Frostfeather.
He'll laugh a bit and give him a hug and say, it's nice to see you as well. I apologize, however, I don't believe I've caught your name.
Ah, Frostfang Boulder, way from up north.
Ah, alright, I see. I'm from a little ways from here, but, I myself am, well, as you can see, a white feather. I'm the medic of the party.
You're very well spoken for a white feather, no accent at all.
Oh, yes. I trained very hard. In truth, I have no idea what white feather.
Like you never asked him, like,
white feather sounds
I was like, I think you said you never asked, like, I'm gonna fuck with him. Fuck yeah, let's go.
Yes, I trained for a while to ensure that my grammar would be impeccable. However, I have not forgotten my mother tongue.
Yes, very, very fancy royal Knoll boy you are. Do you by chance still have your baggy bum on you?
Yes, I do indeed. And he's going to produce it and say, are you feeling alright? Is there an issue?
No, I hope I was able to trade with you. Very popular substance up north.
Oh, is that so?
Aye.
How popular are we talking?
I might be inclined to hear and deal it with some of my wares, but not Bagondola. He's my friend.
Right, understandable. And Rue will approach the fire to sit beside it and say, come back and join us. Let's have a chat.
Now, Hummel, are you gonna sleep or no?
I'm gonna like go make my like bed area, but kind of sit like listen in to what's going on, and if something catches my ear, like some kind of trade item, I'll speak up. But I'm bedding down.
And that's when he so fucking Bull Dill sees you and he switches to Noel Kerr, so only him and Rook understand each other. And he goes, I have many fun wares from north, ran into humans a long way. Big war kicking up there right now, and the Subnians are coming south.
Oh my, that does sound rather dire.
But I was able to barter with First Division Cosmoline Company, and I have. And he kind of looks over his shoulder, like in a very dramatic way. Looks left and looks right. Reaches inside the rucksack and pulls out these 3 bars that your nose has never known the smell of. And he goes, I have chocolate.
Oh, that does sound interesting. Have I ever heard of chocolate myself?
Negative.
No, alright. That sounds quite interesting. What is it exactly?
Honestly, I have no idea. I know is that made from some kind of plant or pod across way. This is real deal. That good shit made across Vale and brought over.
Interesting. Alright, what else do you happen to have, if you don't mind my asking?
Well,
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
What?
I have poison for dogs. Here, my little friend, have some.
I have poison for dogs.
They both die. They both die by morning.
It was dark chocolate. I should have known.
I should really lean into this, is what I'm thinking.
But he goes.
I know they're in the Null tongue, but I imagine Null tongue doesn't have a chocolate equivalent, so I would hear chocolate. Do I know what chocolate is?
No, you don't.
All right, yeah.
Just fucking dead ass. There's no fucking way you know what the hell it is.
Yeah, okay.
Let's see. I'm gonna roll on the eyebrow razors real quick. /R53. Roll some goods up real quick. 1 moment.
Hell yeah, go for it.
Let's see. Oh my fucking Christ. The Texas Fat 40. So
what?
You'll see. But Bulldog goes, yeah, I've done many smart trades. you get to know people over there with the humans, and they tend to look favorably upon you if you do certain favors for them. And Bodur, he do favor for what was his name? Davino or something, some one of those humans. But I acquire certain things. And he pulls out this little vial, and he goes, I have heat eye from the orcs. So
what is that?
So heat eye, you know how orc shamans, they only use that bee shit when they make all their spells and magic. Well, this is where you take the this paste, you smear it under your eye, and it'll allow you to see heat. Like I have dabbled for fun to see what it would do, and I was able to see a rabbit jumping through grass in complete darkness.
Interesting. How many uses does it have?
I reckon this pot right here, probably 20 uses. Pretty big pot.
Alright. That could come in handy. What would you want in trade?
He kind of like leans back. I do like Baggy Bomb. It's very helpful. And so it never freeze. Always, palpable. How about I take heat eye, cut in half, put in vial for you. 10 uses for your Baggy Bomb.
All of it?
I mean, I don't mean to talk down to proud Whitefeather, but it's very hard to get heat eye from orcs, you know.
It's also rather difficult to find my Ruka these days.
He kind of goes, yeah, that's true. He goes, I mean, I want some for me as well. How about 15 uses then? Most of jar. Leave old Buldur some so I can see enemies coming on roadway, much like tonight.
Oh, you're saying 15 uses of heat eye instead of 15 uses of Ruka?
Yeah.
By any chance, is there a way that I could make my own Ruka bomb with time?
You could over time, yes. You have to gather all the pets ingredients to make it.
Okay, cool. About how much time do you think it would take me to do?
For Ruka's old recipe, here, go to my pets table. It would take you about 5 days, and getting that roll range. I mean, it would because Ruka's, they basically have for effectively more or less they know how to make it. You're a young gnoll striking on the world. So you need you need a pets roll of 30 to 38 to make this kind of thing happen.
Okay. Let me double check my pets roll just so that I can see how confident I am in that.
Yeah,
it's got a +2.
Your possible max pets is without crashing a 20 or shattering it would be 1d20 plus your pets and your brain power.
Okay, that's a little more reasonable, yeah. I'll make you a deal. How about this? I'll go for 10 uses of your heat eye for 10 uses of my Ruka bomb. That way there, we both have an equal amount.
You White Eye always roll such hard trait. Fine. 10 for 10.
Alright, that works for me. And he's going to dole out 10 uses of his Ruka bomb and receive 10 uses of the heat eye.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and give you the heat eye off the thing here. Heat eye. So more or less, you know how the predator vision?
Yeah.
This is to give you predator vision, more or less.
Awesome.
And you get 10 uses of this. So basically, you smear it, and you get that for an hour.
Times 10. Cool. I shall send it to myself. Thank you.
Okay. And he goes. Now, I don't know what else you all may have, but I have come across some particular weapons you may like. All human-made. Mostly
maybe
human-made.
interested. Depends on what we're talking about.
Well, I have odd one. I come across these two rather strange gnolls way west. And they say they found it. Personally, I think they stole it. And he pulls out this stupid-looking grenade launcher. This is called the Texas Fat 40. It is a side-by-side 40mm grenade launcher. So it's basically two M79s welded together. That's a break action.
Holy shit.
And
Okay.
he goes.
Does Hommel see this?
Do what?
Does Hommel see this?
Getting all close to the fucking mic.
So he has his backs to you. Roll perception for me there, Hummel.
Alright.
At disadvantage because you are sleepy. It is a visit.
Okay.
Disadvantage.
Perception. I don't think I got anything in that skill. So wait.
Nerd.
No. Alright. So.
No.
And then one more time.
No.
I don't see it.
Nope. So Bull Duel goes, anyway, you take, but you hear 40mm in Noel Kerr. He goes, it takes 40mm grenades. Now, I mean, I can't do anything with these, but you know, I've had offers on it, and it's pretty expensive. I had at least 400 gil that is offered one time.
Well, I myself could not make much use of it. However, my friend Hummel may be able to. I don't know how long you'll be sticking around, however. I should ask, are you planning to stay till morning?
Maybe. Thinking about it. He kind of puts the Texas Fat 40 back in the rucksack and goes, I'll have these. And he pulls out the DAR. This is the Dwarven automatic rifle. It is a cut down pistol grip BAR, pretty much. And he goes, you know, I honestly don't know why I have this. They just gave it to me because no one wanted it. I mean, well, I have it. They say it's worth whole king's gold, but I'm not going to hold my breath.
I would assume the same. Let me see. Is the DAR in the handbook?
It's in the Comic Controller book.
Cool.
So this thing is 5d8 per charge, 8 charges, and there's you do a bipod attached to it.
Okay.
So
terrible deal.
The DAR is technically a light machine gun that requires no bracing. So.
Gotcha. Okay. Excuse me. All right, that does sound interesting. I would agree that perhaps you shouldn't hold your breath on the on the cost they gave you. What would you want for it, though?
Honestly, I don't know. I got this for trading information, and you are all barely out of, you're all still weanlings. You wouldn't have any information for me.
This is true.
I take gold.
Actually, we may have a bit of information that may interest you.
What would that be?
Concerning these woods. I'm sorry, what?
What would that be?
Well, we stayed in a particular house a few days ago and heard something quite concerning from these woods. If you'd like to know about it, maybe we can trade that information for this.
Not kind of information I trade in.
Well, we have found several corpses within the woods. Maybe important.
Not to me. And you can kind of like, you can kind of like shove the DAR back inside his bag. I also have, I found book. You like book?
I do enjoy books.
11. He goes, I try reading book, but I cannot read book. And he kind of holds up this book to you. Oh my God, number 11. And, let's see. Wow, that's pretty good, actually.
This man's going to die.
More than likely.
So he goes, I know read it, but if you can read it, you can have. And he kind of offers this book towards you. Now, as he hands this book to you, and you kind of flip through it, you have 3 spell powers. So you can kind of look into there. You have any magical aptitude or no?
I do indeed. I have spellcraft and brain power.
No, magical aptitude 0. Okay.
Oh,
So,
is that a separate thing? I apologize.
yeah, but you have spellcraft. You just kind of flip through it. You realize this is a book based on the principle of intercepting blood magic.
Oh.
So intercepting and negating spells cast at you. And you would know that this book is normally found in colleges. Like, it should not be outside of a library.
And he's going to kind of cock his head and flip through it and say, I don't know about you, my friend, but I do believe, I'm not sure if you know exactly what this value is.
Yeah, offer 14. I mean, it is still book.
14 guilded?
Ooh, I have idea, actually. How about 14 guilder and some of that big spider lady silk? And he cocks an eyebrow towards the sleeping form of Kumoko, and it is quite clear that Buldul is not scared in the least of Kumoko. If anything, he's quite interested in Kumoko.
He thinks for a moment before he speaks and says, I cannot speak specifically for my friend, as I'm sure you understand. That is a very personal thing that she produces.
Well,
you'd have to.
I
wait
know
until she
that,
wakes
but
up.
do you know any idea how much that kind of silk is worth? They use it in making armor in the West.
Oh yes, I'm very well aware of that. However, I would like to maintain my stance that I cannot make that decision for her.
Can you go ask her? It would mean a great deal to me if you could ask her, because the Veda silk, very nice, very soft.
All right. If you're planning to stick around until she gets up for her watch, then I believe we could ask her then.
All right, I stay awake. And he kind of settles back and gets his rucksack, and he starts pulling out this kind of device in a way. He pulls out a little mini copper pot. And he kind of sets it near the fire a little bit and starts raking over coals. He takes 2 rocks and parts them. There's a little space underneath, and he rakes coals over underneath this little pot. And he's kind of setting up these like fragile glass orbs and vials that he's kind of kept wrapped in padded leather and wool. And then he turns and pulls out this little steel banged up metal container. And when he pops that lid loose, an absolutely luxurious foreign alien smell hits your nose. This knoll has somehow acquired Colombian ground coffee.
That smells quite nice.
Yep.
Lucky you.
Very expensive. Shame you couldn't go ask Javier about silk. He starts pouring like a single serving of coffee into his little device. And you realize he has a coffee maker. He's boiling water that goes into a pipette and comes down onto the grounds and it filters into a glass. But you guys hang out for...
We'll smile at this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you guys hang out for his 2-hour watch. And 2 hours are up. And you know that your time's up. So what do you do there, Hiru?
I'll get up and say, I'll go wake up my friend now. I want her to make sure she got her rest. For her watch, of course. And he'll go over, wake up Kumoko, and very gently let her know. We're currently wheeling and dealing with a Frostfang Knoll. He's got a book of great interest to potentially all of us. So this may hinge on you a bit.
I'll do my best. Kind of look over. Oh, okay.
So as you wake up, Kumoko, you hear this voice go, "Hey, pretty lady, I have seat for you right here." And you see this bright white Frostfang patting this log next to him.
I guess I'll go sit near-ish.
Yeah, so this guy has no fear of you, and he goes, "Here, I make you special drink," and he hands you another portion of coffee.
Swirl it a little bit, give it a sniff.
Now, as a chef,
For free?
you ask him that?
Yeah.
He goes, "Of course. How can I not share a nice drink with such pretty lady?
I'll nod approvingly. Give it a sip.
So as a chef, you never had coffee before, and as we all know, coffee is the fucking elixir of the gods. So you are immediately struck by the flavor of perfectly made Colombian roast coffee. Now, as chat would know, there's a certain effect that happens with spiders and caffeine.
Yeah.
And he goes, so, how are you going? Having a nice trip going towards Waterzone? Or what's your job in auxiliary?
I'm the chef.
You chef, you cook then. You make nice dinners and lunches.
Yes, and apparently you make very nice drinks.
I do dabble in a bit of alchemy here and there. Here, have some more. And he pours you more coffee into your mug.
I'll take it.
He goes, so, do you like to read? Just with his head, like, off the bat leaning into it, you know?
On occasion, it's good for long journeys. I heard you had a very interesting book in your possession.
Oh, by the way, my name's Buldul, and I have a very fun book in my possession. And he opens up, you see him reach over towards his rucksack, and you see him open up a secret compartment with a lot of smaller books. And he goes, I may be inclined to trade book for, good trade.
Could perhaps come to an agreement.
But
for?
before we ever discuss business, I want to get to know you. Tell me about yourself there, pretty lady.
Komoko will just kind of chat idly, kind of about, whatever comes up if he wants to chat.
Okay, so you two are making chit chat. Give me a grit save, please.
Yeah. A grit save. Okay.
Yeah. Mind you, he is constantly pouring coffee up to you. Like, he's just constantly just topping you up on coffee.
Gonna get her drunk.
Skeevy Dolmer.
Fucking
no.
okay. Remember, that one's explodes. So roll me another d20, please.
Yep.
Oh my god. Oh, I thought
Oh
it was with
no.
So that'd be a
Oh,
negative
no.
15. So this coffee, that's that good shit. He's making it strong, brother. and you're like you're kind of like wobbling back and forth, and just kind of like, your face is flush. And as you look towards Bull Dill, he has this like devious grin on his fangs. He's like, yeah, great stuff, isn't it? I did it long time ago. I like brokering information, and I give what's the name? Warlord Yule. Nice bit of information. He gave me coffee return. Now, about you and me here. And again, just pours up that coffee again. I have connection that will require a bit of a special substance you have very well known for.
Silk.
Yes, silk. Now, if I could ask a pretty lady for a favor, I would give you not just one, but 3 of my very rare book. And, of course, you don't know that one way or the other, because the spines are all worn down. And it goes, for, let's say, big bundle of Havana silk.
I could do that. I could probably do that.
You could. That'd be
You don't want
wonderful.
it
And,
made into anything?
like just toe beans clapping, Or sorry, hand beans technically. And he goes, no need for making me anything. Just make it a nice big spool. The big spool of Havana silk.
Just take a sip of my coffee. Yeah, I can do that.
Fuck yeah, I can, bro.
Fuck yeah, I can.
He goes, now, I do know, Vedo like me to go for a walk first, or perhaps turn back.
I'm sorry, I legitimately didn't catch that.
That's
I think
fine.
my headphones
He goes,
juked out.
he goes, I know Vedo prefer privacy. Would you like me to turn my back to you? I can even go for a walk if need be.
If you have any more deals you need to make tonight, you can do that. But if you need to sleep, I mean, I'm not doing anything else except on watch.
He kind of looks towards. And of course, you now see this little brown thing sitting on his rucksack with his long, dangly legs. I think Gondola could look out for me if you are fine with our little trade. And he gives you a book. He reaches in and gives you a little small little book. You know, out of like a sign of good faith. He goes, I give you this, and then when we wake, I take Spider Silk and I give you rest of your books. How's that sound?
Just take another sip. Yeah, that sounds good. Sounds good.
He goes, excellent. Excellent fun. Yeah, I'll have a sleep. You enjoy your watch, spin your silk, enjoy your coffee, and see you in morning. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I could see exactly, because I remember looking it up, why he doesn't want me to try and spin anything. Have you ever seen spider webs on caffeine?
Yeah, I have. they're fucking jank as shit, bro.
Yeah. It's just like, make a web, make a web, make a web. Just web.
Holy
it doesn't
fuck,
matter
I'm
where
spinning.
it goes, it just goes there.
Yeah.
It's not even in a circle. It's just like,
Well.
oh, there's another spot. There's another spot.
All right, so let's see. 39. Who just left?
Everywhere.
I think
Somebody died.
Moonen's
okay.
internet went out. It's got a storm.
That's really fire hurting.
Yeah, he said, got a storm here just in case I drop offline.
Oh.
Yeah, he's lost power rebooting now.
Oh.
Rest in peace.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have rolled up your books. They are some fucking bangers, not gonna lie. But Bull Duel kind of like gives you a deep bow and gives your hand a little kiss. Now, I mean, it's a little fuzzy, a little ticklish because he's a fucking knoll, but he very clearly has no fear of you. And then he kind of walks around the other side of his rucksack, and he kind of like pulls out a pillow and kind of pops down. And as he does that, you hear a little bug for a little like stuffed animal, which really kind of is kind of weird.
God, I love that thing.
It's so weird.
It's
It
so...
reminds me of the little Christmas decorations I have that's in the windowsill, just dangly feet.
Yeah, so it's basically a gondola, so in case you're all wondering.
Oh yeah.
And Bull Duel falls asleep, and you're left alone by the fire with your big ass cup of coffee. Do you spin your silk?
Web.
Yeah.
Yep.
Web.
Web.
I'm gonna web. You know, that kind of shit. So you spend roughly an hour just spinning this huge thing of silk, and you're like, you are basically you have Four Loko, caffeine and drunk. You're like, this is going around, you know. And as you're spinning your silk, you hear in the distance kind of the clippity cloppity of horsey feeties. And as you kind of look up, you know, because you're like spin, and you hear it like, wait, it's a horse. You kind of look up and you see this dude just staring at you from a fucking wagon. He goes, you know what? It's fine. He kind of just puts his head down and just walks on by the fucking camp area.
Do I hear the clickety clack of spider?
Yes, you do. But you're not quite right because you're probably dead asleep. So unfortunately, it is Kumoko who's going to wake you up. So after about 2 hours of Kumoko spinning silk, Moonin, you feel a presence loom over you. And Kumiko's still fucking hammered. So Kumiko,
Still cracked out spider.
Wake up, Moonin.
Just standing there with arms full of silk. It's time to wake up.
So Moonin, you wake up and you see her looming over you, eyes, all of her eyes wide, and like this manic grin on her face, and this huge armful of silk. Wake up.
Oh, just screaming in Harpish.
Just a loud screech. And as you scream, that one guy in the wagon goes, I'm glad I didn't stop. And kind of flicks his horses and just clippity-cloppity down the fucking road. He's like, fuck that.
She's not even gonna warn him about the troubles in the forest.
So I could literally picture her going over you with like these wide Havader eyes. And it's safe. It's safe
Not
to
all of them are facing the same direction. They're just like
just all askew and shit. Nice. So after Munin gets his scream out, you know, give me a grit save there, Kimiko.
Yep. Let's see.
Spinny.
Spinny spin.
You just crash.
Oh, that
you're like, it's not me up. Ugh, and you just falling towards Moonin. Moonin, give me a cunning save.
Okay. Sorry, still bringing everything up. Had
Yeah,
a
you're
power
fine.
Surge.
I know, I figured as much. Do you go and roll for you or what? I'll do that for
No,
you.
I gotta
I'll roll
back
for
up.
you. Come on. Nice.
Oh,
So you're like,
sake.
what? You have this giant Havader human torso laying on you. So basically, Kumiko and Moonin are chest to chest. Her face is right next to yours, just conked out, drooling on you, coffee stains on her fucking nose and shit. Bundle of silk in her arms, just fucking laying on top of you. Moonin, you're in a precarious position to say the least, because there's basically the woman part laying on you, and she weighs like 3 times as much as you do. So
Yeah, there's no way he's strong enough to move her.
so what do you do?
Your
I
watch
don't
will
think
peer
there's
the
anything I
auditory.
can. I think I'm pinned. I'll try to score him out, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to score him.
Give me a bronze save. Actually, hold on. You have seer, don't you?
Yeah, my seer's pretty high.
Okay, you're going to try to survive, evade, escape right now, all right? Roll me seer and cunning. Escape. No. So you're like, good. You try and wiggle across, but you end up wiggling down a bit, and now you're just suffocating on her on fucking her cleavage and her face on top of yours. You're kind of locked in place now, and now she's like, she's like leaning on you even further, and you're just stuck. Like your ears on her clavicle. You're like, fuck, and you're like sideways. Fuck it, God damn it! You're kind of stuck there. There's like spider drool in your hair and shit. It's not great. And
I'm praying to she who hides for help.
she. Okay, hold on. If you're gonna pray to the goddess, I will allow you to. You have no devotion, so be a straight D20.
No, this is just random brush feather pray.
God's like, whose number is this?
No.
So you're like, play, and you see, and once you visualize, she who hides, pulling out like a pager and going, no, fucking back in her pocket, like pin under titty. Get over it, dude. Put the back in her pocket, and now you're.
I mean, if it were anything else but the spider, you'd be probably okay with it.
Yeah, and you're just locked there, and you're basically, you know, because you can hear her going, and inside her mouth, she's kind of clicking her teeth, and you can kind of hear her little spinnerets kind of like click, 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 because you know she's sleeping, and you can hear her little spider legs kind of twitching while she sleeps, and it's literally a fucking nightmare scenario for you. You could not. You are barely controlling your bowels at the current time. You're like, don't pee yourself. Don't fucking pee yourself. You're trying to stay brave for mother. You know, that kind of thing. And you
Is
are
there a PTSD chart?
there.
Oh,
there
the silk thing would cause that.
there technically is, but he's not being damaged by artillery or mortar fire. It's more of a mental damage. You know,
Emotional trauma.
Yeah, so you're stuck there in spider cleavage until morning. So, and of course, she's still not, because she drank like probably like the equivalent of 10 beers, you know. So Rue, you're like, oh, sun's up. You kind of open your eyes, and you open your eyes to lock eyes with Moonin, who's still wide-eyed, like, help me, from underneath fucking,
Help, Moonin.
Just a smile kind of crawls across his face as he sees this, and he kind of nods and stands up. He'll gently try to shake Kimiko awake. Say, Kimiko, you need to wake up. You're kind of crushing Munin.
Kimiko, grit save.
Yep.
Chat. Do not say glory, what a hell of a way to die. Don't put the evil on the fucking card, all right?
I was thinking the exact same thing, Chat. Don't let him silence you. Don't let him censor you.
Don't let him censor you. So Kumiko, you can hear Rue talking in your ear, and you realize you're kind of cold. That's kind of all you feel. So what do you do?
Roll over, try and find a blanket.
Roll over. Well, there's a warm thing, because you can tell there's a warm thing to your left. Do you grab it?
Yeah, sure.
Rue, give me a fucking cutting save, please.
Oh, shit, here we go. Oh boy, here we go again. All right. And let's see. I don't think that I have any cunning. Yeah, I don't. So just straight d20. 11.
So hold on. I'm gonna tell Kumiko. I want you to roll the grapple at disadvantage because you're asleep. All right. So
Mama said I would die like this.
So give me. So
what skill does that use?
Let me double check. Hold on. Let's double check how this works again. It's been a while.
You've all heard of squashing spiders, but what about being squashed by a spider?
Is this because I admitted I'm a monster fucker?
So roll me CQB plus brawn, please.
Oh my god.
Brawn, okay.
Invel spider squishes you.
Yeah.
Okay, so Rue gets snapped up. So here's the thing. Moonin, you're free. Rue, you're not. You are snapped up by all the spider legs, Rue's little legs, little leg pedipalps, and also her arms. You're allowed locked in place against her kind of stomach and spider bit area. It's really fucking awkward for you because you're like legs in your fur. You're like straddling her giant thorax. It's fucking weird. But Moonin, you're free.
Oh, this is my life now.
This is my life.
Sorry, I'm noping out. I know.
Moonin just flies away.
Nope.
Rue will call after him and go, I don't blame you, it's okay.
Just, your sacrifice will not be in vain.
And it's around that time that Rue, you're awake. You know, you're like, God damn it, because you are outlegged, my dude. Like there are too many legs.
There's no way I'm getting out of this.
Let's see here.
I have a 0 in brawn. It's fine.
I am not a brawny man.
I am a smart boy. My thing is medicine. I do not punch.
Where is my thingy at? Hold on a minute here.
Nerd.
Hold on. Hold on. /find Fug. Is that gonna find it? Yeah, there it is. Come on. Give me it. Fuck. I can't. Where'd it go? Fuck.
What the fuck? You did it wrong.
Can I do the?
Garbrook, could there be a magazine
No, it's
called
not Fug. His name is pronounced Fug.
Fug? Yeah, exactly. Could there be a book called Big
What?
Baru Bitches? Can there be a book called Big Baru Bitches?
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, so
One of the very valuable books I got.
as you're snatched up, Rue, you hear the gondola go, fucking look out, a little too late. And you're like, and you see the thing's kind of lolling to the side looking at you, and you're like, fucking really? Like, it's like a whole like minute too late. Like, it's like, it realizes, oh, this guy's in trouble. It's like, fucking look out, XDDDDD.
Looking at it, he'll go, listen, I'm not a fast person. I'm smart, okay? Don't fucking... And he looks a little embarrassed.
So the gondola kind of like warps to the side and goes, bug, and you see the ears of Boldu perk up, and he goes, "Oh, what? Okay, I'm waking up." And then Boldu sits up, and he goes, "Ah, good morning," and sees you, and he goes, "Cousin."
I'm not fucking the Vader. I'm not fucking. I swear to God, I got stuck. Munin was stuck. I tried to help, and this is what happened. This is not what it looks like.
So he's like rubbing his eyes with his fucking hand because he goes, cousin, you should know, I'm sure. Silent snow, this is not smiled upon. You kind of like, he's kind of grinning at you like, I know that many legs seem like a good idea, but this too different, and you have to go through the front. It's not a good idea, cousin.
Please just help me out of this, please.
Seriously,
I would really appreciate it.
He goes, ugh, yep, I'll help. I make deal, that's all. And he pulls out those 4 books, and he walks over, and he pulls that bundle of silk out of her arms and puts the books inside her arms and goes, well, cousin, time for me to hit the road.
I'm going to strangle you when I get out of this.
No, you're not. He turns around because he goes, she's got you leg, and leg. So he shoves...
We will meet again, brother. And at that time, I will punch you in the throat. Maybe not hard. I do not have much brawn. However, I will.
Just legs and arms stuck in. I'll find you. I swear to God. Yep, sure he will. You know. And he shoves that silk inside his rucksack. He goes, what a beautiful morning for the beautiful ladies. And he kind of straps that fucking sack back on, puts the gondola in his sack. He goes, good luck, cousin. Make sure she no bite. I hear they turn off heads of their lovers, you know. And he starts walking down the road.
They'll just give a sigh.
Do what now?
Just mumbled in my sleep that that's mantises.
No, that's manti.
Is there any way I can kind of wiggle just a bit to see what books he gave us?
Sure. Roll me a seer check with cunning as you kind of like try and get through her legs.
Yeah. Because you said he was going to give us 3, but he gave us 4.
Well, the 1 for you and then 3 for her. So remember, he made a deal with you for the silk, and also made a deal with her for silk.
Right.
Okay, so you see that.
Straight 13.
So you see that 1 is the one you saw earlier, the one that involves blood magic interception. The other one is curling and hurling fire.
Ooh.
Make sure I get my titles down here. And be sure y'all write these down too. Other one is Kiss of the Fire God, to know and not to know.
Hurling.
Kiss of the Fire God.
And hurl. Fire. Yes. Oh, fire. God. Okay.
You said write them down too. What was the first one again? I'm so sorry.
So the first one was the one he knows earlier. That's blood magic interception, pretty much. The second one is curling and hurling fire. And then Kiss of the Fire God, to know and not to know. And then the streams beneath us.
Streams like rivers or strings like
streams?
Oh, I thought he said string. I was thinking it sounds like some kind of evader book.
Not more spiders, fuck! No, streams beneath us.
Alright. Having seen this, he'll try to wake up Kumiko again and say, Kumiko, dear, you're starting to strangle me a bit.
Kumiko, grit save!
Let's see.
All right. The fun ends, I suppose. So you hear Rue going like, dear, you know, you kind of wake up and you realize you're kind of chewing on his ear a little bit. You're like, oh, you know.
Yeah, it's hairy.
Yes, that is indeed how my ear is. Would you mind letting me go? I would appreciate it.
Yeah, just like untangle all my legs.
Oh, thank you. That's much better.
Okay.
He'll retrieve the books and stand up, kind of brush himself off, and go. Not that I mind cuddling or anything, but I do appreciate it with consent.
So, Moonin, you're flying around. Do you fly back down?
Eventually, but now that I've been re-traumatized, I'm gonna stay the hell away from her.
So
that's when I was starting to get comfortable.
It's time to wake up. So you are flying around, and as you're flying around, you see that the road ahead of you, a lot of traffic's coming your way. There's actually quite a lot of traffic coming your way from the bridge. You fly up pretty fucking high. You fly up so high to where you can kind of see with your birdie eyes that there are a lot of dots along the road coming from the bridge. So there's a lot of traffic heading your way, probably just mercantile traffic or passenger traffic. And you see, mostly you're able to kind of see in the far distance the very beginnings, the very first glittering shines of that river. You can just barely make it out in the distance.
Okay, head back down. Tell the guys.
Okay.
Sweet, we're almost there.
So
All right, in that case, we'll get the wagon ready to go.
So as you land, you guys hear in the carriage, "Is the spider lady gone yet?"
Are we all awake?
Unfortunately,
Yes, y'all
no.
No,
Unfortunately,
no. She is not gone yet. But we are packing up and leaving as we speak.
Could you please leave? And this guy pokes through 4 guilders through the fucking carriage window to try and bribe you guys to fuck off.
Okay. Yeah, Hummel takes that.
Okay.
No problem, buddy.
So you guys pack up and leave?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he did just pay us. We could try to fleece him for more, but we're supposed to be the good guys, so, you know.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be the good guys. Well, we are the good guys, so I guess. Okay.
Where'd I put all my money? There we go.
Hey, you guys see my money bag? Nope, I ain't seen it.
Yeah, no. No, I mean,
I knew Bracken was doing something.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys have 10 uses of heat eye, 3 more guilders, and then 4 books. Not a bad night. Not a bad night. Of course, also, Moon and you inherited more trauma, which is always good to, it's good to have.
Not a bad night at all, then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and end the game there for tonight. But then next time, next Friday, I'm going to tell you guys, there's going to be combat happening, so be prepared for it, okay?
Hell yeah.
I'm ready.
Nice.
I love that even before combat began, I got first blood. It was awesome.
Just
First blood.
snap that fucking molten tear. Yeah.
Blow
Now-
its fucking brains out immediately.
I could smell him. I knew where his head was. Okay. So, chat, we will see you guys next Friday at 18:30 CST as per always, and the whole party will be blooded. We'll see how they do. We'll see you guys next time.